Okay. Good. We got to see if my brain's working. Then we can start looking at some more Pro Qual games. It's kind of fun. I kind of want to see who's going to win. Like, I don't know who I'm voting for. I don't know who I'm wanting to win. But we'll look here in a second. Oh, yesterday Ash did a really good job. Um, I didn't look through all the games, but we'll see what's going on here. Anyway, start with just this more Tsumego dictionary. Yardik, thanks for the follow. Full screen's what I should be at. Hello, hello. Not sure I've seen you around before. Oh, did it not count this one? I don't think it counted this one. Let's connect down. We're good to go. All right. Are you having a good day so far? We do this one. We should have 2 eyes. But we will have a shortage of liberties. So we may want to do it a different way. Like this one into this one. Yeah. We give up one of our eyes. Should be good. Okay. Going from behind is usually fine. If we play here and they capture, we can't Atari from behind. It would just be a Ko. So we do have to just push first because we need to make sure we have these extra liberties. So push and then Atari from behind. Should be fine. Throw in. So it's like a recapture sort of thing. Normally we can just block here. If they connect, we cannot block, but we can capture. So we should be fine. Hello, Frenchie. How you doing? Do you have anyone that you're hoping will win the European Pro Qual? A good day to play a French viewer? Yeah, there's too many of them, though. So it's hard to really narrow it down on who I should play and who I shouldn't. You know how it is? This one should be fine. This one is no good, so this one should be fine. Any French guy can win, yep. So it doesn't matter, you don't care? Oh, this one's technically a much more difficult problem, right? This one would be Ko. So we have to attach here normally. You like Remy to win? Or we'll check Remy. I think Remy may have lost the game. But only one. But I didn't double check. But maybe he didn't lose any games yet. He cheats though. He also plays AGF Pro Qual. Yeah, didn't he do that last time? And then he didn't do very well. I was a little surprised because I thought like people were expecting Remy, if I remember right, because it's been a while, but people were expecting him to win, and then he didn't get close to winning. But they were expecting him to win because they knew how strong he was from the European. But yeah, so I was like, oh no, that's awkward. That's a little too awkward. Hello, Fixer10, how are you doing? I'm supposed to be doing this, yeah. So if I do this one, this is like the normal move here. If they just play on the inside, Atari, they do that. We just connect. So they have to capture, then we can throw in. You had some problems with Tsumego earlier. The problem's too hard or just couldn't concentrate very well? Maybe I'll register to do both as a 3Q and I'll focus on everything. You know? Here's something I would wonder, right? If someone did, I don't know if you're allowed to, first of all, but if someone did register the Pro Qual as a 3Q, would the players be able to take them seriously? You know? They'd go into the game, right? If you can beat me, you can beat anyone. They go into the game, and then they're like, I'm playing a 3Q. It doesn't even matter what I play. And then they lose. And then everyone will then take you seriously from after that game. But that first guy is going to be so upset. That first guy. I did look at signing up for the pro qualification just to see what you needed. It'd be too suspicious. Yeah, yeah. but just see what you needed. And you were supposed to be a certain rank. You had to be 5 dawn or higher, I think. Rated 5 dawn or higher. There was an instant AZA City League. Oh no. But yeah, you had to be rated 5 dawn or higher, and you had to prove that you were helping Go in some way, right? Remy lost 2-1. Kim called him out for cheating. Oh no. But was the guy actually cheating, or was Remy just playing stupid because they thought they were playing a 1Q? It's possible. I don't know. I didn't look at it, so. But yeah, if you were not focused on, if you're not focused right, then yeah, then that's just a little bad. But I just gotta ask the question. I should go check that. One second. I'll be right back. Supposed to check, see if something's at the door. All right. 1 second. False alarm, nothing there. We're good. All right. Now I can just respond to this. We're all good. All right, what was I doing? I'll respond real quick. There we go. Anyway, hello 42 F8 7D89. Yeah, no, I think you were required though to be around 5 dawn minimum, and then it's gonna be incorrect, huh? Oh yeah, I know this one. I know this. Okay. Yeah, this is just a dead shape. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, did you win your game Saturday? No, I did not. I was close to winning. Then I made a mistake. Then I didn't win. It was very sad. It was one of those moments where you read everything out, and then you just sort of clicked and just accepted what they were doing, and then you realized you weren't supposed to do that anymore. You were supposed to just go back and play the right move that you actually read earlier, but it doesn't matter. It was only a Seki if one of the corners are filled. No, I can show you that. Yeah, I was just, since I got up and moved around here, I can show you that one real quick. It's only Seki. First of all, it's alive if they can do this one, but you have enough liberties that it doesn't work anymore. You confirm the mistakes are bad, yeah. And so they have to block here. And then when you play on this side, you have the ability to Atari, right? This is an Atari. So as long as you can Atari on the outside, you're good. Right, this is also an Atari. So these moves here in these little weaknesses here that are not connected are the problem. Yeah. Anyway, let's try to look at the actual problems here for a second. Yeah, both have to be filled, or at least one of them has to be. Yeah, at least one of them has to be filled, and the other one has to just not be taken yet. There's lots of different ways it can be looked at. This one looks like it's just a squeeze. Okay. All right, we're finishing up this whole volume 2, number 2 collection again for the second time here. So let's get through these ones real quick. White to kill this way seems nice. There we go. And then we can start looking at games and having fun. Atari in turn seems very normal. If we go here first, they can make the eye. So you take away the eye and then turn here. There we go. Just 10 more problems. We can even do the daily challenge thing eventually too. This one seems okay. Avoid bent 4. Yeah, you avoid bent 4 by having enough liberties on the outside that you can capture. Please avoid bent 4. You shouldn't have that instruction. I have to say that instruction shouldn't be there. It's actually kind of I do actually think they should get rid of the instructions. I do actually think they should, except for with like specific ones, right? So if the original book had the instructions, then you put the instructions in. If the original book did not have instructions, then you shouldn't have any instructions. Bent 4 is dead, yeah. Yeah, so if we're trying to live, of course we're going to avoid bent 4. Just finished the first one. Yeah. The Korean Academy one's really good. Depending on your rank, the next ones are going to be really difficult, but I think they're still really, really useful. If you did the easy collection first and then went to the Korean Problem Academy, I think that's the best way to do it. Do we want to throw in, or do we want to do something else? 12 to 11Q, I guess. Okay. Yeah, the first one should have been about your right rank, and the next one should be challenging you in some way. If we throw in and do this, it's like a Ko shape, so we don't want to throw in there. We actually want to play here, and then now we can connect up this way because they can't block because that is an Atari, and then we can take their liberties first. Seems good. Yeah, so if the description, like it should just say here, right? It should say like a whole section over here, right? There should be highlighted. First one was a breeze, but second is taking more thought. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It should be like that, yeah. But there should be like a highlighted section, like an actual square highlighted section that you can really, really obviously see at the very top that says no Ko for any problem, or if there is Ko, it will be labeled, or something like that. It should have the rules for everything right here. So that way when you open it, you have the rules there. I know why they aren't doing it that way, because when you go to play, you'll get random problems. But I think that should still be how it's done. The purpose of a lot of this reading stuff is to figure it out, right? So if it's below 10Q, they can have rules on it, or maybe it's below 5Q, they can have rules on it, and then anything above that, right? Like I don't know how they want to do it, but that's sort of what I'm feeling here. Looks like a lot of the ones on this last section are much easier than some of the other ones here. But I think volume 3 is where it gets really annoying. And that's the one I wanted to probably redo. You thought there was some bent 4 that can live. If the bent 4 is alive, then it wasn't a real bent 4. So like this one back here. Yeah, like this one back here. So like if this is not a bent 4, right? Because we can Atari from the outside. So it's not actually a bent 4. But if we go to review here, if we capture here, it is now bent 4. Because we can't play anything on either side. So we have to Atari here, they can connect and throw in. So we can't play again, which means that later on when all of our liberties are taken, they can connect and they can play here, and then it's a Ko. But you play the Ko at the very end of the game. So if it's bent 4, it's dead. If it's not bent 4, that means it's not actually if it's Seki or something else, that means it wasn't actually a bent 4 shape. It's good to recognize when it was actually bent 4 shape and when it wasn't, basically. It's an important thing to recognize. I know that people get stuck on that. Right, because I know that when I was learning, and I would see a shape like this, I'd be like, "Oh, I lost. I messed up. It's bent 4. I'm dead." Well, no, it's not. That's the whole point of the problem. Showing you that it's not bent 4. Yeah. This shape is always alive on the side or in the center. Yeah. I think there is a nice lecture that talks about it. It's pretty famous, I think. They talk about like the killing shapes and all that sort of stuff. Oh, cool. I'll open that up for later. Yep. Anyway, oh, there's someone edited it too. Nice. But there's the Dasan. Gotta turn that off so it doesn't keep playing. There's the Dasan shape lecture, and he covers quite a lot of shape stuff. No, in the corner is what makes it special shape sleep 815. Yeah, so the Dasan shape lecture covers a lot of these sorts of shapes. About how to, if I remember right, if I saw it at one point, it did cover some of these killing shapes. But I need to go back and check because it's been a long time. But I remember they covered that, a little bit of that. Maybe it wasn't Dasan. Oh, yeah, it was right here, right at the very beginning. Yeah, there we go. At the very beginning, it covers some of these sort of shape things and that are alive and dead and that sort of stuff. But I didn't. It's been a long time since I've watched it. But if every single liberty was taken on the outside, and if this was in the center, then we'd have one more liberty available to us, and yeah, we would have more liberties if it's in the center or on the side than when it's on the corner like this, because the corner has the 2-1 point, which makes it so that if white plays here, they can recapture. Whereas in the center, you can't recapture that stone. Right? And if it was in the center, we could play here at A19. Yeah. And if it's on the side, we could also potentially play here as well. Yeah. But the corner makes it so you can recapture that. Yeah. Anyway, I was going to the next little thing here. 797 we're at. Yeah, okay. Oh, this one's like we want to force them to run out of liberties here. Atari, throw in on the inside. If they Atari us, we can capture. And if they capture, we can take away their liberty. Oh, not review. Next problem. So obvious now. Live. This is why the corner is a lot of weird ways to live very easily. This is why they say living in the corner and living on the side is always easier than the center. But the center is also so open that you should be able to live. Normally you'd want to throw in here. Do we still want to throw in here? Probably. Because we'd have like an eye versus their no eye if they do play something else. Here's the last one. Finally, we're at the last one. We can just throw in an Atari. We're good to go. Very nice. Yeah, half the corner Tsumego you see here make 1-1 and I. Yeah, it is really important. Yeah. It's actually a really important thing to learn. See what the golden Tsumego is. See if it logs me out again. It did. It logged me out again when I clicked the golden Tsumego button. All right, let's click on this one again. Most popular problem today. Interesting. Okay. Golden Tsumego. Try again. This is Tsumego Dictionary Volume 2, number 1. So we already did this one not that long ago. So we just need to make sure we're good. So if we make this I think we're fine. I think we're fine if we just make this I. If we do this one, and they play there, I think we're not fine anymore. Okay, we're good to go. I guess we can go here to the high score for fun. All right, we'll try the daily challenge on Tsumego Dragon, see if it's any good. See how many people got it all wrong. So Gudintas got 2 of them right. 2 of them wrong, I mean. So it looks like it should be an easier one if I pay attention and actually try to solve them. I think this was probably a misclick is what I'm guessing here, if Suga's here. I'm guessing this one was a misclick, or like it's a common shape that they thought was something else. So we'll try here. Connect. Capture. I think we could just connect back. We're good to go. All right, here's the... it got stuck. It's stuck now. Refresh. Resume, continue. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay. I'm not still stuck. I'm not still stuck. All right, all right. We could make an eye here. And that looks like that works. That's why the 2-1 point's really useful. Okay. So this is the one they got wrong, right? Yep, make 1-1 an eye. Yep, make 1-1 an eye. Make 1-1 an eye. It's very important. If we do this one and they capture, we can play here and it's no good. So we should probably just play on the inside. I think that should be fine, right? Is this wrong? Okay, we're good to go. We're good to go. Oh, this is interesting. This is just dead. D19 is what called out to you. Yeah, yeah. This one should just be dead too. If they play here, we extend. If they capture, we just push here and it's a dead shape. Yep. Okay, cool. Ah. This is like a... if we push down, they end up capturing this. So we need to do a loose ladder where we push over and then push down and then push down again and then play here because we'll have 2 extra liberties. So we need to loose ladder it. Yep, we're good to go. Oh, this one's interesting. Okay. Normally this would be like a co shape. Loose ladder to your vocab, yeah. Loose ladder is a good one. Because not a direct ladder, but a loose ladder. Could try here. If they play down, though, when we do this one, I think we're alive, right? If we hane and do this, it's just a ko. So we want to try to do more. And we don't have our liberty taken here. You have a lot of problems with these positions? Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's a lot more you have to consider with these ones. Yeah, I think this is like a normal shape. If they hane the other side, we can block, and then we hane and make 2 eyes. If they go down, we can play C19. If they hane, we cut, and we make that eye. And we have this liberty open. This is the liberty open I think that matters. And I think we're alive this way. This one, I think a lot of people got this one wrong. So we'll have to see what this one is. Oh, this looks like a double ko. Like we play here. If they just push, we play S19 and we're alive. So they have to do this one. Then we play T17. If they throw in over here, then we just make 2 eyes. So they have to hane here. Then we throw in over here first. No, they connect. That one's it's not what I thought. Because if we throw in first, it'd be just a direct ko, I think. The 7th problem, we'll check afterwards. That one, it should be a dawn level problem. It should be, based on the normal thing. So normally the first half of the problems are Q problems, and the second half of the problems are dawn level problems, basically. Yeah, this one's a harder one. Yeah, this one's a harder one. Can we do it this way? No, this is just a dead shape. Just double checking. So this way would make sense. I guess that is still threading the eye. Okay, okay. I think this is the double co shape. If we throw in here, it's no good. We throw in here and then here. There we go. I did it. How long have I been playing Go? I started in 2014. And then I'm not counting the breaks or anything else because I know I did stop playing for a couple years, but I started in 2014. So it's been like, yeah, 10 to 11 years. I think I started like next month, basically, like around the next month or two, something like that. This one looks really annoying. Well, I feel like I can peep here. I don't know if it's good, but I feel like I can. Hmm. I don't know if it works. Well, thank you for reminding me that 2014 was 10 years ago. It was 11 technically. You know, it's 2025 now, right? That's why I had to look at I actually looked over at my calendar to make sure that I was seeing this date right. So we're good. Don't worry, we're good. Yeah, this one's harder. Yeah, this one's harder. Um, I will still want to play here though, because if I do this one, they play B13. I can push up here. Oh no, I guess that one is still no good for them. But they can block, I guess. I guess they can just block. So the peep makes the most sense to me. But I don't know if this works. But we'll just have to try it. No? Okay. I tried. We'll look at the answers. And we'll look at how strong like how difficult the problems are. So number 7, problem number 7 is a 3460 ELO. And if it's the same as OGS, see what OGS says real quick. Oh, increasing prices for the AI review service. Anyway, so OGS says that 4 DON is 2200, so it would be like 9 DON, but I don't think that's right. I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. So I don't know what the ELO is. Level 6 is what it says. This first one's level 0. Level 0. Oh no, this is level 1. Yeah. So level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was that 2 level 4s? 2 level 4s, and then a 5, and then a 6, 7, and then 8. Oh, loop co. Oh wow, I would have figured that one out. Yeah, so the ELO for the last one's 4,000, whatever that means. Yeah, a lot of people didn't get the last one. 20 people solved it. 102 people got this problem wrong. I don't know if that's for the challenge or just for everywhere. So, yeah. So these ones are, yeah. Anyway, let's see what let's see what the hint is. I guess hint. Oh, the peep was right. We can't cut. No, we can't cut. So anyway, we'll explore. Maybe divide by 2. Yeah, maybe divide by 2. That could be what we need to do. This is from Ego Hatsuyoron, which is one of the hardest collections that we have. But let's see what the answer is. Peep, block. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't have figured that out. Yeah. That's too much. That's too much. I would have had a really hard time finding that answer. All right. Because I can't connect. We connect back, kill. Yeah, we should be. Yeah. That's that one's too much. That one's too much. It's a ko. I think I've seen this actually. I think I might have seen this one before. I didn't recognize it though. I think I've seen this answer before. But yeah, that's a weird shape. Now if they play over here, just that ko as well. Okay. And then if they connect, we can't connect underneath, right? So we pull back, and then they have to block. And then it's already a dead shape. Right, it's a capture underneath, dead shape. Okay. Yep, that's cool. Yeah, that was too much. That one was too much. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like nobody got this one. Not yet, at least. Oh, well. All right. Do we have a record of, like, daily challenges? Do we have a record here? I don't know what that is. Achievements? No. So can we see the old ones? Challenges, I've done 6 challenges because I haven't done too many yet. Oh, we can't see the old ones. Oh well. It doesn't matter too much, I guess. Total level 3 achievement. Oh, wait. I gotta get stuff from it if I clicked on it. Oh, the dragon does something. Hello, Esteban Lay. Yeah, oh, smart under the stones, yeah. Yeah, in the difficult Tsumego, they always fuse mini concepts and tactics. That is true, yeah. Oh, I think Igo Hatsuyoron. I don't think it's on Tsumego Hero. I don't think it's on here. But I think it's on where am I? Over here. There we go. Not this one. One of cheap books. No, I don't see it over here either. Never mind. I know that it's a complicated one, but I was hoping to find one where I could compare the rank, but I don't see it. I'm sure it's somewhere. I'm not going to look too much though. All right, the rank, but oh, there's me. I forgot that I didn't have that muted already. All good. All good. Okay. Well, just so we can see what the in turquoise. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. See, I'm terrible at seeing things. I'm just blind. So we can see the same problem. There we go. See if we can find it over here for fun. Oh, no. There's so many. 43? No, not 43. It's a different one. I am blind though, so if you see it when I'm going by, just let me know. As you just saw, I am blind. Maybe they don't have it on here as yet. It could be the first problem too. Maybe they don't have it on here. Yeah, they don't have it on here yet. Oh well. Oh well. The difficulty for this whole collection, though, is 4 Dawn. So that's good enough. Difficulty for the whole collection is 4 Dawn. And 4 Dawn was 2,000 something on OGS. So I'm guessing that it is probably just half, like Fixerton said. Yeah, divide by 2. Anyway, so I was looking at the European Go Federation stuff, and something that was kind of annoying is that I actually don't know how to reach the other rounds to look at the games. It took a long time to figure that out. There was another website you go to where they're recording the games, and you can go through a round at a time, but I didn't find it easily on this website. That was super annoying, because this is 3rd round only. But if we want to look at 2nd round, I wasn't trying to get to it. But for now, Remy has 2 losses. So I thought it was just 1, but Remy has 2 losses. Ash Vasquez also ended up having 2 losses. So when we looked at his game yesterday, it was a really cool game, but he got pretty far behind pretty early. So it did seem like they weren't necessarily as good. But the other Lucas that he was playing also got 3 losses in a row. So it's a little sad. So the people with 3 wins right now, it'd be nice if Lucas could finally win. Yeah, I've heard people really happy about that, really wanting him to win. But we got Lucas Podpera, Benjamin from France. We got Lucas from Czechia, and Zevolod Ozzinko from Ukraine. That's hard to say. We got Ukraine, Czechia, and France. Still an undefeated. So I'm sure they'll be playing each other soon. I don't know if they have multiple, like in the US, I think we have like a winner's bracket and loser's bracket type of thing, but I think this one's just everyone plays everyone, and highest score moves on, or highest score wins type of thing. I don't remember. I remember what they did last time. Victor Lin was someone that people were expecting to do really well, and they're all losses right now. So the people that are still in are people with 2 wins. That'd be Jonas Weltic from Germany, and Matthias from Germany as well. You like Jonas's game? He likes Mirago? Oh, no. I don't know if I like that. Victor. Oh, yeah. Well, there is still a French player with 3 wins. So now this is who you are vouching for, right? Frenchie? We still have 1 more French player that could still win. Benjamin? Yep, Benjamin. No. Good old Benjamin. That's been 0? Okay. Yeah, someone else thought Benjamin Tuber was been 0. So so that's why they got it mixed up, because Ben 0 was playing, but different Ben. Not Benjamin Tuber from Germany, but Benjamin Drin Gunasia. I don't know. Drian Ganesha. Yeah, so those are 3 in charge right now. So we can see 2nd round if there's any 2 players that I was sort of interested in. So I can still become a pro. I think he's about my age. Yeah, there we go. Don't even attempt to pronounce French words. I don't even attempt to pronounce words, so it's good. Lucas versus Victor. Remy versus Ovsinko. I don't know how to say that either. This one I'm somewhat interested in. I know Remy is very strong. I think we looked at Remy yesterday. And then it was Remy versus Benjamin yesterday that I looked at. So I think I'm interested in looking at this one. Let's see. This should be OGS. Very good. And then Who are the three winners here? So it's Benjamin, Lucas, and that guy. So we'll open up Lucas and Benjamin as well, just so we can see who they are. I know Lucas a little bit. Victor Lin I know a little bit too, but I just don't know the other guy. I don't really know enough about Ben Zero. People really like him, so I'm interested in seeing. Ovsienko. I could try to slow down, but it's more fun when you try to say it really quickly and not pay attention. All right, let's see. Ovsienko is white. I hope someone I can pronounce wins. That's all I got to say. So Remy or Benjamin, I hope they win. That's all I got. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're done making fun. Anyway. Okay, Remy. You know what? I'm okay with Remy losing. I'm okay with Remy losing. Yeah. I think that's how I feel already. Ben's name is more tricky. I might get it wrong too. No, his name is actually really tricky. Like I could probably try to actually pronounce some of these, but that one I actually, even looking at it, I'm not even sure how I would say it necessarily. Ben Zero is the better way to think of it. Because yeah, I'm actually not sure how I'd pronounce that at all. Like the other names, I do have an idea of how to pronounce if I really tried, but I'm not sure. I'm just not sure with that one. Yeah, so I'm interested in all three of them though. So let's check this one out. See who I like the most with these three games, and then whoever I like the most, we'll check their next game. So we're not going to look through it in super detail, just looking through and having fun here. Yeah, so we checked Remy yesterday. They did a good job, but they did this today, so I'm not rooting for them anymore. So Ovsienko, I'm Cienko. We're good. Ovsienko. Could be Sai as well, Cienko. Right, but anyway. Okay, I don't like that at all. It feels like they're like, I don't know. It already feels like they're trying to be greedy, which is why I don't like it. I know it's technically fine, but it already feels like they're trying to be greedy. So this is interesting though. When you play this one, you have to accept the fact that you're giving away the approach on the lower left, in this case, the lower left in general. So you're expecting to play whatever the double approach Joseki is that they want to choose. So I'm not actually sure if I like this position so much more that it's worth giving up the approach. I'm okay with it when it's like a 3-4. I guess I'll add this 3-4, right? Oh, not that. I can't even click today. There we go. When it's like a 3-4 like this, I'm okay with it because I do think approaching this is you have to give up the approach. Yeah. Well, I'll show you in a second here. But yeah, I like this because I feel like this is worth more points. But with this actual game, if no matter if this one actually breaks the ladder or not, if we do just answer over here, then there's the push and cut for this ladder. Not this way, the other way. Push and cut the other way for this ladder. And so it just depends on the ladder here. And we're always going to have to worry about it, right? So even though it doesn't work right away, any Joseki moves over here is something we're going to have to worry about. So it's better to fix it before we invest more moves versus after. So they could also, if they really wanted to focus on the ladder aspect, they could approach from this side first to really point out the ladder. But there was something I saw a long time ago where if you just have like this sort of exchange, maybe the ladder will work, right? And you don't want that sort of thing to happen here. Do I know the solution to this problem? I'll try. We can see real quick if I can highlight it properly. There we go. Oh, I have two of these open, so I'll use this one. Oh, test these in real board positions. Oh, okay. Hmm. This one's more difficult, yeah. I don't know the solution to this problem. I never actually checked the solution to this problem. There is Aji here for sure. So like I know that there's something here, but I'm not sure what this is for. Is this for co-threats or something? I'm not sure why this is open. So we can jump at least. And there should be like a co-shape over here. It's a red herring. Okay. Yeah, I think normally this is like a co thing. So we're not going to give it up this way. This would probably be fine to give it up this way, but probably not giving it up that way. Jump here. If they do Atari, we could even just Hane underneath if we wanted to, I guess. Doesn't C3 work? It would depend a little bit. It's a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading, right? If we play C3 and they just extend, they have a lot of liberties. So we'd have to like, if we block from the corner, there's an Atari, and then they Hane and kill these stones. So we have to pull back, and then they could turn in and Hane, and so it just depends on how many liberties there are actually in the shape. Yeah, this one's a somewhat difficult one though. So yeah, you can always you can put there should be a message section. Leave a message over here. You see, I checked it with AI, and this is what the AI suggested because I thought I was right. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else though. Can we just Hane? Mm, yeah, that's why I have to read that out. C3 could work. So good job, Valoa. Yeah, yeah. It seems like there's a lot of squeezing stuff here. Yeah. Ah, they want this one. They want the Hane right away. We can't do this. Go squeeze. Oh, this one right here. I see. I see. B4 is the AI move. Oh, okay. I guess there is jumping out too. I was wondering why it would be too bad, I guess is a good question to ask. So does it come in jumping this direction? Is that what's going on here? Like if we fix here, they end up jumping. We push one time, then we do that. Let's try. Let's try. Oh, it wants to do this one right away. Oh, I guess I could extend instead. That'd be fine. Oh, let's do the solve here so we can look at it just for fun. It wants wait, what? It is this move. Okay. Hane. It just extends, jump. This one's the correct answer is what it shows. This is the correct answer it shows here. It could be the last move you were getting wrong. I thought we could push one time. I thought we could push one time. Yeah, we like this is like a normal sort of shape thing right here, but we have to be able to Atari here, and so they get an extra liberty from this one. I don't know. I have this button here, Revelation. I don't know how I got it. I just have it. That's all I know. It's the one of the extra powers here. There's these three powers, and that one was an extra one I got randomly. Yeah. So what does the AI want here? Doesn't want the clamp. The clamp should be fine, right? My level, yeah, it might be my level, yeah. 1C8. We'll just jump. This one should be fine too. But I guess there's this, right? It's just gonna be jumping and jumping and jumping. Yeah, if black's alive, then it's fine, yeah. So I guess what they're really wanting is the Testigi to try to capture, right? We have enough liberties here that this capture is possible, I think. Yeah, I think so. So that's what I was trying to do. Anyway, we can go back to look at the game. Got distracted. Already got distracted. All good. All good. Yeah, the reason why we usually have to give this up, though, is because there is the ladder here. Yeah. We don't capture this side because it turns into the normal Joseki, and that's just okay. So we have to cut on the other side. Because if they connect here, it's not the normal Joseki. They don't have an eye. So they capture, we cut, and we do the ladder here. So if there's any ladder breaker, it's usually around the corner. We just don't want to worry about it, so it's better to fix. Yeah, I don't like this sort of thing for black either. When they go back to fix here, I said I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like if I feel like it's worth doing. But oh yeah, we're getting another fun Joseki. I don't know this Joseki very well. I've seen it a few times, but I don't really know it very well. This is why, in order to actually do the pro qual for me, I'd probably have to start studying things again. I just do basic study now. I don't do like in-depth study anymore. But actually, I should probably start doing it. I think if you pull back, then you can block this way, and there's a weird cutting thing. But I think I've seen this one more. Yeah, you have to Hane to help with the cutting point and play the Ko. The Ko actually is good because you're using the Ko to get moves on the outside. Yeah, this is one of those stupid Josekis. I don't like it sort of looks like it looks a little bit like Remy had a not really had a plan. I guess White was the one who started this, right? White is the one that started this one. So they had a plan and they liked this more. So whoever liked this the most. Don't we usually get a ladder here though? So there's no ladder here, then this should just be good for White, right? So maybe they shouldn't have chosen this Joseki. Maybe it's the only one they know. I know you can do this one. I just don't know it. We could look it up, I guess, but yeah. I guess we could look it up. Let me go over here. See if it's on this website. Pass. This is the one I know. It's the cut. Okay, okay. I don't know which one I like better, actually. This is sort of the Joseki, but I don't know if I like this one either. Let me turn off this and let's go to an actual screen here. Nobody should know this one either. Yeah, these are weird Joseki stuff. I'm gonna look at another one. See if we find something else here. We can find something more fun here. See what it says on this website. I guess it doesn't say anything. All right, anyway. No good information, so we'll just move on. It's just a complicated Joseki that I've seen once or twice. So we'll move on from that. All right. Like, I'd have to open up AI, and I'm not opening up AI right now. We can do, like, estimate, but I'm not going to open up AI right now. Who's actually in more danger here? This feels a little bit far. Actually, this does feel a little bit far, but I think it's just barely protected. Because they're 4 in a row, so they can jump 2. I think that is true. But that means that Black can probably save this side pretty easily. So it just depends on how much trouble this group can be in. This cut is actually annoying. Even though it can be dealt with right now, it is still annoying. So, like, I want to play on the bottom, but I also want to play on the left side. That's why I feel like it feels like Black is more busy in this situation, because these 2 white stones are just sort of Aji and being annoying. And this is the only group that White really has to deal with. So that feels okay. So we'll see here. Estimate score, White by 0.3. So it's even game. So there isn't anything that was actually wrong. Yeah, Atari from underneath and push. That does feel good. Feels like the good idea. And we can just surround. I'm tempted to surround. But he's going to go inside. I feel like if we surround it, still have the Aji, right? If we just surround, this could be funny move. I think I like it. I don't know if the AI will like it, but I think I like it. Yeah, it's even. Okay, good. It's still even. But I guess the problem is Black could attach here, right? And that probably secures the entire area. So maybe it's not a good idea. So they want to see what's available first, because there is still a lot of Aji with this Ko. White doesn't have to play the Ko directly, but if they did this one, and then there's still also this cut here. All right, they have to be really careful with how this works. So if there's any other move on the other side, you can see that if we have any protection here, then this might start working. This might even work almost already, so it's really close already. So any move over here is going to make it annoying. Yep, there's the cut. And then messing with them still some more. I don't know if I like either of these players today. Maybe we'll like one of the other players, but I'm not sure I actually like either of them. I feel like they are trying to annoy each other. Trying to figure out what they can get away with. But it is usually okay to do that. Especially if you don't know how to do anything yet. You know what I mean? It's like, if we allow them to get too many moves on the outside, like I said here, right? Maybe nothing will work if they have this extra exchange. So before we do anything else, it is good to test the waters, right? So I guess that it is fine, but it doesn't feel good. It feels annoying. Yeah, they got some extra end game there. And there's still Aji. Oh, that is annoying, right? Because there's the Atari into the cut. The cut doesn't work right now, but it's really close. Maybe even just cut right away. Atari, we have to connect here. They connect, and then they're dead. So they'd have to play a different way. They'd have to, like, yeah, what do they do if you just cut right away? They play the ko. Anyway. Yeah, this ends up being like a really good result. Dang. I was already happy with just playing on the outside, right? I was already happy with just playing on the outside, so if this is something they had to give up, how do they get this one? They backed off. Do they need to back off is the question, right? We can't just block. Yeah, look at the pro qualifier games, yeah. Checking out Remy first. Do you like him a lot? Do you like the way they play? Who are you hoping wins? I guess is a good question. There's only 3 people with 3 wins in a row so far. Who are you hoping wins? Can we actually not block here? Maybe I have to worry about this cutting point still. That feels really good. But we'll see. We'll see. After they do this one and we get this exchange. Is this good for white or is it not good for white? No, it's good for black. Interesting. Good for black. This felt good for white. I hope he signed up for pro Qual. I see. I don't really care how he plays. He's just very young and getting better extremely fast. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about a lot of the players, so that's why we're just watching. We're checking out the ones we want to see who we like the most. That's interesting. This is actually better for black, probably because the Aji there is not as, like, we fixed all the Aji maybe. Interesting. But black gets Sente. So maybe it's actually... No, we want to amp play again. I got to be honest. We want to play again here. But maybe this is the wrong way to play, though. This one here. If Ben Zero gets it, you'll be happy. But you want... Okay. You'll be happy if Ben gets it, but you wouldn't mind this person winning. I don't know how to pronounce their name. Zevalod? But, yeah. Yeah, this is so this next move is the actual mistake here. Okay, because this felt really good for white. This move's a mistake. Okay, good. I was like, how is this a mistake? Okay. You want the youngins? Okay. Yeah, this did feel good for white, and it was the push down there that was the mistake. I was realizing it might be a mistake just because you can already see that black can run out with this group here. And this is attacking this group in the center here. So next year's my time. Yeah, this is already attacking the group in the center. So it feels like a bad Aji. So either you'd want to capture, which feels a little bit bad, or you'd want to go this direction, which feels a little bit better if we're going to play again. Right? If we're playing again here, going this direction seems a little bit better. But it seems like they just... AI probably just wants them to do something over here instead, or go back to the bottom side in some way. Yeah, we do need them. We do need the youngins if we want to grow versus Asia. We do need that. How old is Zevolod? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I'm gonna say that's correct. Zevolod. I can't wait. Yes, since I don't really know. So if you do know, that'd be interesting to know. Interesting to hear. Said it right? Okay. I need a teacher for my kids. You're in a mood today, aren't you, Frenchie? They're smart like their dad. They'll be world champions. Yeah, we get rid of the base, make it a little stronger on the left side so we don't have to worry about them running it out. But it is weakening our 3 stones. So we're going to attack from this direction. Born in 2008. Wow. Okay. So they're still in their teens, huh? So I was like 17, 16, 17 area. I had to look at what the date was today so I can remember. Not even 18, yeah, around there, yeah. Depending on where their birthday is, I think, right? Somewhere in there. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, that would be nice, actually. So I guess it probably would be good if they won. Yeah, I agree. Is this the right way to attack this? Is this really the right way? I want to actually lean over here instead. Make myself strong over here. Because there's still this threat, right? There's always this threat here. So they do have to be careful about that, right? So I feel like I want to lean this way. But I guess maybe they can try to connect up loosely like this. But if they do that, like playing very simple, just play very simple here. If they do that, you can see that they're potentially going to have a problem this direction, right? So without trying to find the right move there, just the idea. Maybe that's fine. So I want a 10 out of 10 woman. If they're as smart as me, well, at least they can look nice. You know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. That's actually why we want very attractive women. It's so that our children will be more attractive. Because we know they don't have much else going for them in their life. That's terrible. I don't know if you should think of it that way. That's bad. That's bad. I think there is still a little bit of Aji with this connection underneath, and so Hane here and stuff. So this white group should actually be pretty okay. Now they're leaning. Okay, okay. And then they just play a nice and calm move there. They aren't going to try to do anything complicated. Like, I think technically they could do this, right? Right, because we can back off here. Right. So they could try to do something like that one. But instead they're going to play a nice and simple shape here. They're not alive, but they're really close to alive with this, yeah. Now would be a good time to practice Macarena, my cat. Oh, this is like a good place to sit. Yeah, that's normal. This music book looks like a good place to sit. Yep, that's the appropriate thing. Yep. I'm gonna have to find a new app thing to actually get YouTube and Twitch on at the same time for the notifications. Well, notifications I can do, but for the chat, it'd be nice. I think there is a little bit to worry about here as white. I actually think this might be good for black, depending on how they can handle the left side. But I guess white can just give up these stones. This does feel slightly good for black, potentially. Yeah, black by 5.9. Okay, okay. So where do they go wrong, really? Maybe they should. Maybe they need to be more fast, right? They need to do this one. They need to be a little bit more fast. This is already good enough, right? Right, so it's already good enough to be connected. So maybe they need to be able to attack first. Because right here, I feel like it should be okay for white still. I liked this move as like a good way to settle quickly, but I feel like right here, this might be maybe it's already good for black, dang. Well, I know this was already good for black after this move, but it did go up a little bit more, so see how he handles the group. Yeah, we don't want to go into too much detail. We're mostly just looking at the games, not really reviewing them, so gotta do it right. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. They can live, they're alive, but looks like we just had to live though, right? Looks like we just had to live. Oh, okay. Wait. Let's look at this a little bit more. Wait a minute. It's kind of an interesting move. Huh. Does that work? I thought they'd have to live with worse shape than they did. Does that actually work, though? I guess you get a free move on the other side instead. Huh. Right, because here we could connect up. We don't really want to let them connect up, right? But did we have to actually play there? There is this Atari, right? We have to worry about this Atari. But this doesn't really do anything right now. But then there's this, which is not necessarily alive. Like this. No, this is an eye. There's two eyes, so there's probably something I'm not good at reading. So the only thing I could think about was something over here to make this Ko, but we can Atari from this side. So throw in like this one. Still good. Still good. So we'd have to play here. Recapture. So they'd have to connect on this side. We still get this connection. We do have two ways to live, but there's a shortage of liberties. So maybe it's just too complicated to want to mess with, so we're just going to keep it simple. Let them live. Because now they can live with two different ways, right? They didn't have to make that big of a bad exchange. That's why I wanted to see if there was something better there, because I feel like they maybe backed off too much. Maybe I have to open this in AI in order to find out the proper thing, because I'm not good. So we'll have to open it in AI if we really want to know. But it should just be alive now, because they can play here and they can play on this side to live. Both sides, I think, live now. So if white didn't have to make a bad exchange on the top side yet. So this is not bad for white to live this way. Then, yeah, they get to just fix all their Aji. This fixes quite a lot of the problems that they had over here, taking a very large bottom side, and also making it so that this doesn't do as much damage, even if we do just let it happen, because we can potentially just capture these two stones now. So that's kind of annoying. So we're cutting here to make some Aji. So my question is, was this actually a good result for white, or does black make a mistake later? My feeling is that this was a good result for white. So estimate score. Black's still ahead. Okay. Ahead by even more. But nothing's dead. Oh. I think this might be the OGS AI being silly, though. This might be the OGS AI being a bit silly. Because I don't see how black would be ahead by 30 points on this board. This doesn't seem possible. Let's press it again. See, it changed already. It changed to 19 instead of 28. So it already changed again. Yeah, there's no way that there's 30 points. Yeah, okay, it's just being stupid. Okay. I was like, something is weird there. Okay. So yeah, cutting here to make the Aji. We don't want to just give it away so easily. And then that is a Sente move to try to kill the group. They have to live. And now there's a bad exchange here for white. This should be bad for, somewhat bad for white. Then there's still Aji on this side. That's quite severe. Just this looks like it works. And that is what they played. Because they do have to be really careful with this, the liberties on these 3 stones. And they have to be careful about this. This just feels really good for black. What? White won this game? Pushing cut. Oh, Hane. I guess we should. No Tanuki now to kill. Okay. Maybe this was getting time. This might have been getting time to make sure he was reading it right. Then he gave that up. Okay. So what's here? Can we do it differently? I guess just pushing is not necessarily great. They have to back off, though. So is black actually the one making a mistake here? White caught these 3 stones, but black did get something, though, out of this. So I don't know. Black did get something. Not much, though. Black didn't end up getting too much. That's why they wanted, actually, this peep here. Because without that peep, if they do this one, there is potential for, like, rescuing stones. Right? And killing and stuff. There's potential for stuff like that here, so... Doesn't mean it works right now, but it could work. There's cutting points over here, too, they have to worry about. So a lot of Aji in that position. So it feels like maybe they messed this up a little bit, and this would make the game a little bit more even for sure. Because there's still cutting points here. Yeah, it's really annoying. Let's see again. Estimate score. Still 30 points? No, not 30 points anymore. Okay, good. Now it's 30 points for white. So this score estimate's being a bit silly. I think it's closer to that because we messed up the top left, but it's like top left is bigger than the bottom left or the left side corner and bigger than, it's about the same or bigger than this area and the 2 stones that were captured. And then the bottom is definitely bigger than this corner and this little tiny area here. I don't know if it's 20 points bigger, but should be slightly better. So what went wrong here? Is the cut asking for too much? The word intelligence might be the wrong word for this supposed AI. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe they didn't notice that. Can we jump first? Right, because if we're getting pushed through here, that doesn't quite work for us. So we just go through here. They'd have to block this way. This would be better than the game. But white should still be a little bit ahead because they have this real wide open area. What I wanted to do actually was right, there's Aji here in the corner. I wasn't actually worried about this cutting point. I was actually worried more about this Aji here, right? Looks a little wishful though. Yeah, I think so. What I was doing, yeah. Even if we do get that, so what I want to do is I want to just invade this corner. See if we can get something out of this, basically. I think that's more interesting. Even this in one exchange would change the entire outcome of this cut if we play it the same way that they played it. Right? Just that one exchange already changes it. So now when we're pushing through, it's a little bit different for this, right? This isn't an Atari anymore. So it would also depend on what we can get with these stones here. Because like right now they can't do that, right? Because we can block directly. But after the jump here, they pushed through in the game. And now like this is looking a little bit dangerous for white. If we do play the same thing here, it's not the same because when they're extending this way, they're dying, right? So they actually have to play another move here, right? Completely missed the connection to G17 as white. Oh yeah. That connection is good for liberties. Yeah. Really good for liberties. So it's a good one to play. Yeah, so I think they needed one more exchange before this sort of worked this way, and so white would have to play differently in this case. They wouldn't be able to play this way. They'd have to play a different move. And that also means that maybe they can't even respond to this one properly. Have to like do a empty triangle thing. But then this, I guess it just depends on if there's anything over here, right? But even this empty triangle, it's still threatening the same exact thing with this cut. So I feel like they just need one more preparation move. I think black's ahead right now. And then after we cut here, is it still black ahead? Black by, oh, so now I go 2.7. This sounds correct now. This sounds correct. 2.7 sounds better. That sounds way more correct. We'll see what this one says. 1.7. Okay, so it all says, see, now this might actually be a good, appropriate score if we add more moves over here. Yeah, so it does seem like something over here would help with that cut, but at the very minimum, right, like just taking the corner or something is probably better or simpler, depending on the Aji here, I guess. But maybe it was hard for them to find something, because this was definitely not right. This was definitely good for white, I think, this overall exchange, right? Because we can't connect back like this because they can run this out, right? And so if we can't capture with this stone, then we just lose if this isn't capturing. But if we already had this exchange, then this is capturing, right? I don't know. I feel like something went wrong there for sure. Yeah, just in-game stuff from now on, and we'll see what the game ends up looking like. Oh yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, okay. We'll just go through here real quick. Yeah, it looks like just in-game, and then see if this score estimate works now. White by 16. Is that accurate? It might actually be accurate now. 16 might be accurate because of Comey, right? I think this is just as big, if not bigger than this. So I could probably count all of these extra points on this side in this area as well. And then this side is definitely smaller than the bottom side. And then there's Comey, which is already covered by this. So whatever the extra amount of points here. So 10 or more points would make sense. Yeah, so it's just this fight here on the top. They messed up. That's cool. So out of the two players, I did like Zevalod more than Remy. I didn't like the way they were playing overall, but Remy might be stronger if they played like a best out of 3. He might be stronger if they play best out of 3, but we have to see more of Zevalod's games. So let's see here. Ben Zero, we'll not look at them yet. Look at Lucas. That's the person I think everyone wants Lucas to win. I think so. So I know Lucas did win this one, but let's see if we like the way they played in this game. I already like this, by the way. Let me see. I also like this. I like just extending here. Nothing wrong with either side, though. Victor is playing a 3-3, so he's being extra territorial. And then doing this attachment. Okay, yeah. I know there's a ladder with this one, and I believe black should have any ladders because they'll be going over to his corner. So no need to worry. Normally, like we used to do, like we normally see something like this one over here, but you can't really build the top when you have a 3-3 because the purpose of this one, right, is going to be building this top side. But with the 3-3 here, it's really easy to just flatten it completely, right? So it's not very useful. So this is the other move that you can play here. Usually they would Hane on this side. We can get this sort of variation with this where the ladder comes in. So if we can't do that, sometimes we can play on this side too to try to get it in this corner area. It's the same idea. We can do the double Hane. And we still have this ladder, which should be good for black, right? Yeah. Oh, they're starting the Ko, though. Wow. Normally, you wouldn't start a Ko this early, for sure. Does black have a Ko thread anywhere? Does black have a Ko thread anywhere? Or is just capturing actually just really good for black? What we capture here? That is really good for black already? Yeah, black played it. Because white's going to win the Ko, technically. This is played in real life, yeah. Played over a real board. They have these ISIS boards that they're playing on. They're recorded with electronic boards. You can see the room over here. If we could make it bigger. There we go. You see the room they're playing in over one of their rooms that they have up set up. And I don't know if this is the room they're playing in, but there's just one of the rooms that's on the picture. But I know they have the ISIS boards, which are the electronic boards. But yeah. Is that a little Marshall amplifier sort of thing, or line 6 right there in the corner? But whatever. Maybe it's actually a PA system. Who knows? Let's close that. So I don't have the ISIS thing open. Yeah. That is the ISIS place. It's quite cool and convenient. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. So I guess this makes sense. I actually might like, because yeah, after black backs off from this, this is already a good exchange for white. So I thought black wouldn't back off. Yeah, I thought black wouldn't back off here. So I mean, like, let's say black just captures this one. If they capture here, they're not building to this left side anymore. This group is potentially weak, and we can just reduce this. This is a bad exchange for us, but this is also a bad exchange for white. It's early enough that this is probably fine. If only every city in America had a 3,000 plus seating room like that. It's probably okay. White's slightly better, but not too big of a deal, unless that AI is being stupid again. But in this case, this also feels really good for white. Like, after white gets this connection, this feels really nice for white again. Yeah, both of them are good for white. So I guess that attachment was actually just bad right now because of these co-threats that were just enough on the board. Wow. At least one co-threat was good enough here. Yeah, because that feels... I said that feels really good for white. But the board's still really open, right? This is a brand new open game, so we're good. Let's see here. Where is it played? This one was Vienna in Austria. Yeah, it was Vienna. I don't remember where it was. Austrian Go Federation. Yep. They do it in a different country every time, which is kind of fun, if I remember right. We can close that one. Sounds Italy. It does have like an Italy sounding. Like Vienna does sound like a Italy thing, but Austria in this case. So white attaches because they want to break up the side. You're bad at geography in school. Don't worry, I was too. If black does this one, this is too good for white. This is too good for white. Even if they just play this, they're settling super easily in that large area, right? So black has to Hane here, and white doesn't actually want to play this variation out because what white gets from this variation is often the ability to get something on this side of the board, which is not very big. Hey Zichin, how you doing? I'm not sure yet. That's why I'm looking through the game, so I can see, looking through who I like the most. I know a lot of people are rooting for. Well, I know at least a couple people are rooting for Zevolod to see if he wins because he's a young person. They want a young person to win. I know everyone really wants Lucas to win because they've been trying to win for a while. And then Ben Zero or Benjamin here, I can't say his last name at all, but I know people really like Ben Zero as well. But I don't really know who I like the most. Ash had a very good game in the first round, but they ended up losing. A very, very good game. Like, it was kind of funny to watch. It was a funny game to watch. It was really intense. I'm sure he'll get it this year. Yep. I'm sure he'll get it this year. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know yet. We just looked at one of the games, and so we're gonna see who we like out of these three right now. Yeah. So looking at the names again. I don't know if I care too much. Like, Jonas and Matthias. I think I do know Matthias a little bit. I don't know him too much, but yeah, we'll find out. Who do you want to win, Zichin? Yeah, so either of these variations are usually pretty bad if you, because white already has something here. We don't want to build up like 10 points. We want to build up more than that, right? So that's why they extended instead. They want to fight here. Fighting here would be much better, so that makes sense. Let's see how they do it. What's going on here? Just going to live and let them get that really nice area. I know Lucas won this game, but that feels okay for black, right? I see, compared to the other variation, there is Aji with like push and cut. The group's not 100% alive yet, though. But there is Aji with this Atari. We can probably break this area down pretty easily. So we live here, but we live small in a couple places. We got one big area and just break up their big area. That's probably fine as white. That is probably fine as white. Okay. That is probably fine as white. I don't think we need another move yet. I think white would owe another move after black plays again. So yeah, play away is fine. Let me see. I should look at my activity feed if any more follows. No more. Okay. Is there a refresh? That doesn't matter. Okay. You got to roll out. Enjoy the games, y'all. All right. All right. Have fun, Dark Jackal. It kind of feels a little bit bad to pincer because we have this move at L16, but we could also treat this as just a reduction move and still pincer to try to build a large area as best we can. But we're also trying to build with this, so I don't know if that's necessarily good. I just want to also prevent them from having a good base easily. So just blocking the corner, then they can make a base feels a little bit bad, but not bad as in like a bad way to play. Just doesn't feel good. I don't want them to easily get that. But I guess it's difficult because if we do play from the other side, even if they just do this one, you can see that there's already some good shape for white, even if they just play the simple move. So they could also attach and try to do some extra stuff if they really wanted to. So it's easy for them to settle on that side. We may as well try to fight a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, here you usually wouldn't want to do this one because then they can easily just fix, even if they don't play a good move. Just play like a very basic move. And do we get enough from this, right? So we don't want to just build with this strength we have here, right? We want to come in, try to fight it as best we can, prevent them from getting a base so that we have a possibility of attacking in the future. But I think white's pretty happy. We do have that weakness here. The push and cut. The group's not quite alive in the corner yet. Yep, push and cut. Okay. That makes sense. I actually feel like even though black got a pretty big area here, I actually still kind of like white in this board. Let's see here. Let's see the score estimate. I think I still kind of like white. Yeah, white by 7.5. If the AI is working, it wasn't working in the last game properly. So if the AI is working, that seems right. Just ahead by Comey, right? Because I don't know if we want to block directly. We're going to, but I wasn't sure if we wanted to block directly if there was a Aji here that we'd have to worry about. But it's possible we just don't have enough liberties for that anyway. Even if we do just do this one, right? We have to block them from connecting underneath. And then we don't have that many liberties in the corner. So like we just can't quite do that. We probably do have to Hane. Or just extend, I guess, is fine. We have to live as white. It is a Ko shape, though. No, I don't think we need to play a Ko here. We can just live. And then there's still the Aji here. We probably get more liberties. We'd have four liberties in the corner, and white would have... Oh, it might actually be close. Yeah. That's what I was talking about with 4 liberties, is if they are trying to attack us from this direction. You can see there's this sort of way to get rid of liberties here. They don't have that many in the corner anymore. So it just depends on what we can do on the outside here. If we can connect on this without this sort of move, right? So black would often want to do this right away to try to go to live. Or get their extra liberties. That is threatening to connect up underneath, so they are still alive, just barely. But black is... Can black live because of it, though? Are we running out of liberties? Maybe. Let them live. Yeah, what I was wondering about here, right? So we have this one, Hane, and push, right? Then there's this Atari, this push, which... So if we are going to connect up underneath, it would depend on some stuff here. If we have enough liberties to escape. And that's annoying. So just live. Make it easy for yourself. And then big points. Big move. Really big move. Really, really big move. We still have some Aji over here, but I think this is enough to give us at least one eye with our group in the center. So if we have at least that one eye, we're going to be able to make another eye in the center pretty easily. So I can agree with Tanuki now. We can't... It's going to be difficult to attack this other group because they have the one very solid eye here in the center, so... Oh, really? I guess there is Aji there. The attachment. Right, like white could be very annoying over here if they wanted to. Even if black's able to survive, if they can break up this area, that would be good enough. So go back to defend it. But I feel like this like slide and stuff, like, yeah, when white plays a slide, this already feels good for white again. The center is already basically taken care of. No one's going to really make any points in the center. So the only points that... Not to get political, you sounded just like Trump. I don't know what I said to make it sound that way, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so this one here. Yeah, this already feels pretty good. Feels good. Big move, great move, really great. The best move. Okay. Yeah. White's just pretty far ahead. Yeah. All right. So it's just a good solid game for Lucas here. No one's making anything in the center. Lucas is very strong there. We don't have to worry too much about it. And they got some big end game. They did have to give this up, but in exchange for the 3 stones, they actually did end up making some points in the center, which is kind of funny. How'd that even happen? Oh, the peep here, and we got to push. And we got some extra moves in the center. Okay, I see. Okay. So yeah, it just looks like Lucas was controlling the game the entire time, basically. Yeah, so in exchange for these 6, 7, 8, 9, like maybe 10 points, we also got 10 points over here. So it's basically even in exchange there. Like to get some maybe extra couple of points here, makes the game a little bit closer, but I think white's just, yeah, pretty far ahead. We can probably just move all the way on to the end here, yeah. I spent white by 10 points. It's been consistently saying that throughout the entire time, so it's probably accurate this time. You know what I liked the way Lucas played overall. Really simple moves in this game. I don't know about all their games, but really simple moves. Just controlled what they could. Took something better. The first thing was complicated, but it was something easy to calculate. Even something they may have studied, right? This very first thing could have actually been something they studied. That we can start the ko here because you're good enough to take the corner. And then this would be potentially bad for black because we can survive on one side and have a good result by connecting here. So this is something they probably could have studied because you don't have to worry about too many different ko threats here when it's so early in the opening. It's something you could even read out pretty easily too. It's just not something I would think about in like a quick game. I'd have to like really think about it in order to know if I would want to do it or not. But yeah. Yeah, like this corner, what white got from this exchange is just as big, if not bigger, than what black got here. And then they still have influence towards the outside of the board, which is what makes it feel really good. So yeah, all right. Yeah, I liked this game. This game was good. So Lucas, maybe I like Lucas here. But we'll look at bin 0, see if they play weird or not. Because I've heard a lot of people talk about them quite often, how they're so strong and how they're amazing and all this stuff. But often when I hear people talk about stuff like this, oh, not Zen mode, get away. When I hear people talk about stuff like this, it's because I saw this open. I shouldn't have done that. That was my bad. It's because they play weird moves. That's usually why people are so excited. Or it's like Zichin, if you're still here. They play very aggressively, right? So that's one reason why people really like Zichen. He's a very aggressive and fun player. That's why when I streamed with Cats Play Go, people liked watching Brandon more because I played very simple moves, and Brandon would try whatever he wanted on the board. So they'd go, yeah, they just let me sort of. I play my game, then we go to Brandon. Everyone gets excited because we want to see what he's going to do next because he played weird moves. But I like playing very simple. Approaching high right away. It's not very common, I guess, but I'm okay with that. Dominic. Yeah, bin 0 is white in this game. Looks like Go Dave was watching all of them. His comments are on every game. Something I feel lately, I feel like I just don't like this Joseki at all lately. I might try playing some different moves with this one, but I actually don't feel like I like this one at all. For white. I think it's fine for both sides. I know it's good for both sides, but I kind of feel like I don't like it actually as white. Because there's not much I want to do after I play this move on the bottom. They're like, I don't ever want to play on the bottom again. Yeah, so there's normal Joseki follow-up things. They play a little bit fast, but that's fine. You check the games at work, and every time I see Dave's name pop up, yeah. And even yesterday when I was streaming, he popped in and was checking because I was looking at the games. He's the one that recommended me to check out the Ash game. Yeah. All right. Jumping here. I'm trying to be more efficient because we don't really want to play this move because we already have this one. We'd rather have this stone here a little bit further. At least a knight, like a large knight. But here it's not as efficient anymore. So we would rather jump here. This is also applying a little bit of pressure, so I think that makes sense. Sort of like old school stuff you don't see too often anymore. And make their base. Just finish up with a new school Joseki. I don't like calling it that. It's just silly. But who do I like more from just the Joseki played? Who would I want to play as more? I think it's fine. I think I'd be happy with either side. I think I'm happy with either side. It's nothing weird yet. 3-3. Now I like black. Quite understandable. No, it is understandable. Yeah. He probably knows quite a lot of the people. He's probably played them too. So I know he'd be very excited, right? And he's probably almost good enough or is good enough to even play, right? Yeah, probably want to be in the mix in year 3. Yeah, that's what I say. Like he's probably, I don't know how he feels about it, right? So I know right now he is wanting to push to 9 Dawn. I think he would probably want to get to 9 Dawn before he plays in the Pro Qual stuff. I'm guessing that if he ever does want to do it, that's when he would do it, probably. After he's solid 9 Dawn. Or solid enough 9 Dawn. Yeah, now I do like black a little bit. Because I like having a large Moyo, but there is something that's annoying me about the Moyo, is this jumping move here from white. This actually is annoying me. Yeah, probably his timeline. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Based on how he does his streams and stuff, yeah. So that's my impression, yeah. That's also why I wanted to look at the games, because like I want to see how big of a difference they are from me right now. I'm not anywhere near as strong as a lot of these players, right? But I want to see what the difference is, see if I can still spot mistakes and all that sort of stuff, and see who I like the most. Oh, that was a bit weird. Hopefully I was far enough away. It wasn't too bad. All right. That's better. Yeah, to see, like, if I'm probably not gonna do Pro Qual for a long time if I ever do it at all, right? But I like to see how far away I would be. Normally, I don't actually like watching a lot of the Europeans play because they play games that I don't want to see. But not all of them. There are a couple of them that play games that I like to look at, but generally it's a lot of aggressive games that I'm not always okay with doing, okay with checking out. I know I've gotten significantly better at middle game, but one thing I've noticed so far is that almost all the players are playing basically what I expect, and then when they don't play what I expect, it ended up being a mistake in some way. Or if I realize afterwards it was really nice, then it was nice, right? But I like what black is doing. Just extend. White can't really build a ton on the bottom anyway, so even if white does get this move, this doesn't necessarily feel as good as it normally would, which is why I actually don't like this Joseki very much. So white should probably never worry about the bottom side unless black completely neglects it forever as well. So this is where we'd want to try to use the fact that maybe we have this cutting point here. We have some potential weakness over here to worry about. So I don't know if we want to come in here directly. White F5 is strong. Oh, yeah, after D3, I was like, wait, what? Either a mistake or a good move. Yeah. Interesting, yeah. Like either a mistake or like a really good move. That's really what I mean. Yeah, it is nice if they do if they can play here. But for example, black could play on this side and we're not getting much on the bottom, but black it just still expanded the top side pretty easily. So now it's just a little bit harder to come into the top at this point. So it's like you have to be very confident about the top side or the side, just the whole side in general. Because there's so much influence here. I said there is one weak area which we could maybe take advantage of. We're not going to connect, but we can threaten something over here. And then there's this other weak group we can try to do something against. So those are the areas I'm expecting, but there's lots that can happen right now. So it doesn't have to be those. They could just go for like a reduction, like a basic reduction like this here. Maybe even coming over the top here. Like anything that would be fine too. They are open here, so Hane and Connect could be something they want to look at too. I don't know. Attach here. Okay. So like I said, there's this Aji. We probably don't have to worry about it as black, but white wants to make you worry about it. This is the stuff I'm interested in seeing the most of. Like, I don't know if this is a good move or a bad move, but it is one of the ideas. I want to start from the left side because it's more open, but I don't always do these attachments. Let's see how they play it. Extending to stay as strong as possible. Connecting now so they can jump out. Huh. There's actually quite a lot of Aji here with just this sort of attachment. And white can probably actually make a good area here. Did we not want to attack from this direction? Because we're very solid, right? I thought this made sense. But this here, maybe we can threaten something on this side. And if we have to answer, then that would feel okay as white. And if we don't have to answer, right, like we're all connected here, maybe this isn't that big of a deal. So it depends on if this is working, basically. We'll be cutting off this side. White is getting something from this, right? White did get something from this. But I think white's still in trouble. So I don't actually know if I want to push here. I'm sure it's fine. It actually probably is fine. White by 0.8. Let's see if there is a difference here. White by 2.3. Yeah. Black made a small mistake. I don't know if it's this push that's necessarily like maybe they want this one still. I don't know, but it does feel like something over here, or even just backing off over here in general to fix this Aji would be fine. But this feels like the right direction. Yeah, this is the right direction. Yeah, yeah. It is so natural to play G16. It's not going to lose in the game. I mean, Benjamin did win, but I don't think it's going to lose in the game technically. But this does feel a little more natural here because of how strong we are locally. This feels like the way that I would want to play like right away. 3 stones with 2 liberties, yeah. It makes sense. It does make sense. But one thing you'll notice that here is after this jump and white bumps here, you do want to respond like they did in the game. But now you're building up this really small area, right? You're building this. And how big is this? Right? We're not even building it super solid yet. So it's kind of like a killing, attacking sort of a thing here. You're really trying to pressure white as best you can. But if white lives on the left side, then you didn't build as much as if you built the other way. Well, they probably think it's probably fine because it isn't a bad, like, as I said, like we are applying a lot of pressure to white. So it does make sense still. But it does feel a little bit wrong. You would S15? Let's try to play on the other side. Yeah, get over here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, like also if I'm doing that, R17, okay. Yeah. Yeah, also if I am going to there we go. Let's just do this one, have him connect up, have it come out over here. If I'm going to invade this left side at some point, I would rather have pushed white this direction anyway. Or even if I'm going to do this one, well, first of all, we're alive on top, right? Or not this here. Yeah, any move over here, right? We're alive on top, so we don't need to worry about this. And if we're applying pressure over here, I'm perfectly fine with pushing these groups together, right? Perfectly fine with pushing these groups together. So you do want to play something in the center first, but it just depends on if white can get something from it. And this isn't a huge advantage. This is still an even game, basically. It's still just an even game. So no one, like, white didn't make a mistake with that. Just even game. But this does feel good for white now. And we don't have to... Yeah, we do have to just connect, but I don't think we have to worry about too much here. I think we're basically fine over here. Maybe there's a little bit of Aji, but I think we're basically fine over here. But yeah, this is what I'm worried about right now, is that now these 3 stones are under attack, like under very severe attack. So you can see that it's starting to feel like it's a... We're not connected to F16 that early. Now this is fine because we want to break up the area. Yeah. I don't know if it's the correct move, but it's not a bad move. It's still even game, right? Because there's lots of moves that can be good. There are lots of moves. Maybe it's the correct move on... This is from yesterday, Dongo. Well, actually, yeah, it's from today. It's the first round from today, I guess I should say. That's what I really meant. First round from today. I forgot that it's not 1 round per day. It's 2 rounds today. So yeah, the first round from today, yeah. Yeah, so I do think black definitely made a fairly big mistake here. Because if they just have to save this, that doesn't feel good. Yeah, my original idea as white was if we're coming over here and they try to kill us from this direction, then we would be wanting to jump this way again, right? This was my sort of idea originally. Oh, you wanted to watch it, you had to sleep? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking over him because I was asleep too. But in this case, he got this exchange and this exchange. So this is sort of my idea, what I would want here. So it ends up being the same as what I was wanting. Doesn't, but black could also play differently here, right? Maybe they can even just surround this side. But I figured if they did this one to kill off this Aji, there's still Aji here, and we can still be trying to make something live in some way, right? Just putting moves on the board. So that was already what was in my head, is that I'm going to be able to pressure them a lot if I can get this formation. So even if we can get cut off here, there's still a lot to worry about. Yeah, we're not worried about any of our own stones here necessarily. We want to just settle and ruin the middle. That's what our goal is. And this is the bigger side, right? They're only going to be building maybe 20 points maximum from expanding this area. Let me see. Yeah, around 20 points maximum from expanding this area. So that's why this side was just bigger in general. Because now we're also breaking into the side instead of just the center. So we just want to settle as best we can. And black also can't be too aggressive, because what happens if we end up with a defensive stone on this side in some way, right? We get this sort of defensive stone and they try to keep attacking us. We can then go back and connect because we're defended better now, right? So maybe we can kill them, right? So those are the game would not turn out that way. But if we can get any move in the center, that's annoying. So we don't want that. We'd usually back off so that they can't get any more forcing moves. And now we've already lost a lot, even if white gives up these stones. They were already dead stones. I would have considered them already dead. So this is just a good exchange here. Oh, this way. Wow, he's going all over the place. Okay, yeah. This is too much for me. I get the idea, but it's definitely too much for me. I am not good with this sort of fighting. But as you can see, if we end up getting one extra move here, like this one, we're able to connect over here now. So we've already gotten the thing we're looking for. Like I said earlier. And now they have to worry about that group on the left side again. So cut. And now we can connect. We can connect. After we capture here, we cannot let them push through. And now these stones on the left side are dead. And white's probably very, very happy with this game. Yeah, this is so good for white. Yeah. So another way to think about this from earlier on, if we want to simplify finding the right move here, it's that you play from your weaker side, right? What's the side that has the most weakness that your opponent can use? And it's actually these three stones. They're really close to this area. They have a lot of weakness that can be used. So we play from here to get rid of all that weakness. So even if white can get some extra forcing moves or something over here, and they can make some better shape on this side or something, this is still the better way to play. Yeah, so it's possible he didn't think about that enough. It's definitely possible he didn't think about that enough. He definitely made another mistake. Because otherwise this wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But he definitely made another mistake. And even if those stones aren't dead, even if he can somewhat save some of them, the fact of the matter is that white's fine now. And that's the real issue here. Because we broke into the side and the center. And that's where the actual problem's coming on. And I like this move a lot, actually. I like this one a lot. Well, I like this, though. I do like this one, too. Fighting back. You have this strength. You now have to fight back. We're not just going to cut this, though. This may not even work because there's this stone here. But we do want to... If only Black had watched Bat's Basic series, maybe. But I'm learning this stuff more so from Baduk Doctor instead, because Bat's Basics would have been different. Oh, 11 doesn't work? You can cut that way. You just usually don't want to cut that way. Because there's more Aji with this side to worry about when you cut that way. Your shape's not as good. So this connection is already threatening the shape a lot. You can capture the stones. So black has to defend. Yeah. And so you almost never want to cut this way unless it's your last resort. So if white can play here, which is still threatening a ladder, which almost works. So any forcing move over here would make the ladder work. But black still has to come back and defend this side in some way. So, yeah. You always cut across the knight's move. And then if this one doesn't work, and you really know you can kill, you're like 100% certain you're going to kill your opponent, then you cut this way. This is, yeah, that's the last one you want to do. Because, yeah, shape is not very good. So bump here, go down, then we go over. Go up, we go under. There's still Aji, though. But that's the idea there, I think. And, yeah, give up the corner to make sure we're all connected and strong so that we can go back and attack. I like that. I like that, actually. I think white was playing around, not playing around as in messing around, really. I think white was playing around a little bit too much on the left side. They could have ended up in a really bad situation unless they were reading it very well. And so they might have been reading it very well. I'm going to assume they were. So if their reading was just better than their opponents there, then this seems like we make ourselves strong and we can fight back and attack very severely here. If we can attack this group and we have a good variation to attack this group, then this influence is not going to be useful. Yep. Even if we just do this, yeah, this already feels good. We actually fixed the problem. All right. So now this isn't the problem anymore. They can't push and cut. So this feels really nice for white. And then we're still able to attack here. And we're still able to come off to the center. Black did get some points in the corner. But the fight here, I think, is going to be more important. And they're just giving it up to take the center. Wow. Okay. White is not in trouble. White is fine. So they can just play another move to kill the bottom side. Like any move over here is like already very much threatening. Right? Anything over here is very much like it just captured all this. This is way more than this little tiny center here. And they even went a little bit of a safer move. So like black's gonna be able to escape, but we're happy to fight black here. Yep, just jump, then we can jump in the center. Very good. Yeah. It seems like white is just better at reading than his opponent. Dog shape, yeah. This when it's long like this, they call it the horse's shape. The horse's face. Because it's a longer face. And the dog's face, the smaller one. Same thing, though. Yeah, it really just seems like his opponent is not as good at reading. Oh, and 7 to P8. Oh, I think that's a different shape. Is a different shape, yeah. I don't know what they called this one. This one's a different one, though. Well, you can name the shapes whatever you want, though. That was something I got in a book from a long time ago. The Theory and Practice of Shape by Valery Shikshin. One of my favorite shape book. He says that make a name for every shape. The fox's face. Yeah, there you go. Mami Wata. Yeah, there we go. Said make your own name for every shape. Write it down. Put it in SGF viewer or something, right? And then if you have a name for it, it becomes easier for you to remember the shape. Time to rewatch the Dasan lecture again. Yeah, I don't know if he has names for them all in there. It's been a long, long time since I've seen it. So I said, whenever you encountered a new shape, put a different name on it. Whenever you can, make a whole little encyclopedia for yourself. Oh yeah, yeah. They fixed theirs, so we fix our weakness here. They play there to make it strong. We have to make sure we are alive. Playing a ko here. It's not. It's a ko, but it's not a ko. What I mean by that is that if white has to, they can play here. Right? So they can survive if they need to. But so yeah, so it's a ko for points, but not a ko for life. And white even has some good ko threats. Oh, it's kind of annoying. Anyway, we'll just go through this. Yeah, so they just gave it up at the end. And they got the capture. Because this, yeah, the reading, yeah, his reading is just way better than Dominic, it looks like. There is still another ko potential on this side, I guess, but not really. For life. Just for points again. Yeah, they're going to start that ko now. Yeah. I said it's not really for life because as we can do this here. There's a throw in over here. Even if we capture this one, we capture this one back. It's like there is still like a ko shape here, right? So we're not doing that one right away, but if black captures, we can recapture. No, I guess we're still just dead. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, see, I'm just thinking of a Tsumego from earlier today where we had this double ko, and it's not working here. Oh well, I guess it is dead. That tells me I probably am done trying to read this stuff today. And this is why I'm not playing. It'd be too easy for me to win. Anyway. If black does capture that, could they have won if black was able to capture that? Is this shape's not alive yet, but would black win if they were able to capture this and the top side was not dead? It is showing the top side is dead, so top side's too easy to kill with, not live with, to kill with, so it's too late. That was a really nice strategy, actually. It's actually really nice. Yeah, that was actually cool. Because yeah, if we just defend like this one, they can maybe get some more points here. So we do this one, and they back off. They're actually getting fewer points. There's a in-game potential to get more points here for both sides. So it depends on which one. That's cool. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going here. Yeah, Ben Zero seems like they have a really good reading, really nice strategy. And that's sort of how they just sort of demolished this guy. I think Dominic's closer to my level, and Benjamin's closer to a little bit higher level. Yeah, sort of feels like. Doesn't mean I could beat him, but probably closer. So who do I like more now that I've looked at a couple games? Who do I like more? I think who do I want to win? Let's close this. Yeah, who do I want to win here? After seeing Ben Zero play, I like the way Ben Zero played. So maybe maybe I'm actually okay with that. So we'll have to see him play one more game versus Victor Lin. Victor, we just saw them play. Yeah, versus Lucas. And Lucas was very ahead very easily. So maybe we can look at that one. Let's see. See if we like Ben in round 3. Oh, and Remy played Lucas, of course. Zevalod played and did a really close game. So I'm glad they're still winning, but it was a very close game. But we're looking for this game here. Well, this was by Resign. We'll see if they're very aggressive or not. I think what they played in this game made sense. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know that Lucas has been in the top a few times. So we'll see how Benjamin's doing here. I don't remember if he played last time. I don't think he did. So we'll see if I like Ben, and see if he's really aggressive here or if there's something else there. All right. See how I feel about this one. This will tell me everything I need to know. All right. So pretty sure he skipped it. Okay, I thought, yeah, I remember people not saying that he played. So yeah, I was pretty sure he did skip it as well. I think people really like Ben Zero. So I would guess that people would want to see him or would talk about him a lot. So all right, let's see. Are they going to be aggressive this game? Oh, a cross opening. I personally like this more as white, but it's not really a big deal. There's not really a big difference. So it's just a personal preference thing. Like this is how I would open if I was playing as Victor here. I'd be playing the same exact thing. And he likes this high approach. Yeah, that's something I learned a lot about this high approach. Maybe he didn't play it last time. Maybe, yeah, never mind. He didn't play it last time, but it was played again last time. But it's a bit weird to see so many high approaches in general. You just don't see it too often. I'm so used to seeing low approach everywhere. But I've learned quite a lot about this and how this is actually a very, very solid formation. It's actually really hard to attack with this in general. Even if we do come in here, just this one jump is already making black really strong. Because if we fly as well, then just this one move, like we're already a very strong group. Even if we do this one here, which is sort of like another variation, a common variation here, we're already very strong as black. So it's like a very flexible and strong group already. So I actually really like it. I might try playing more high approaches because I do like them. It's just AI prefers other stuff. Anyway, let's look here. Touch right away. This is normal. It's almost like he did a cross opening and now he's trying to build a large center. So kind of a funny thing. I think AI almost always likes this one more. Or not likes it more, but is always okay with this one. And I actually really like this just like as well. This is what Victor played. So it's like I'm playing. It's like I'm playing, but I lost. So that's not good. Yeah, you don't really want to just give it up too easily. If we do this one, it's a very common sequence, right? You can see that black is building really nice and sort of efficiently, honestly. They got their enclosure. They got a strong position over here. And they have this nice expansion on the top side, which is pretty strong. So that's just too easy for black. And then also black has the possibility of just pushing as well. Like just push, push, push. To sort of build this entire area as well. So it just depends on what they like. So I think this one's a little bit more useful all the time. Black is going to be able to wrap around to the other side, but it's usually okay if he does this one. Yeah, this one, this one, this one, this one. Joseki. And then Hane. Oh, he didn't do that one. He didn't play here? That one? Oh. Interesting. Is this a move? I think I've seen it before. I think I've seen it at least one other time before. Let me check a little Josekipedia type of thing to see if it's even on the list. But I'll be curious. I'm curious a little bit. Black collapses apparently. Nothing happened on the board yet, but they collapsed. That's terrible. We'll pass here. There we go. I'm just curious. I'm not going to open AI yet. I just wondering if it's on here. Because I just don't really know it very well. 5. We have to extend, of course. Like the extender or something here is important. But I was wondering, yeah, it is on here. It's like one of the last moves. One of the few moves that you can play as sort of like, so it's like a very specific situational move. Okay. That's cool. It's cool. Extend is the normal move here. That makes sense to me. But I just don't know what I would do as white, as black. Yeah, I was looking at the boards are different. The Josekipedia is reversed colors. Okay. Not sure what I'm doing as white here. If it's that different than normal. Like I don't know if I want to just go back and connect now or cut now. I feel like I'm supposed to be like doing something like this one. Like pushing here. Let's see. Yeah, push. It's a really long Joseki. We'll see if they play it out. I have it up on the other board. We'll see if they play it out. Nope, they captured. Oh, I guess black is normally supposed to do this one. And then we Hane. We have to go back and capture. They have to like run away. There's an Atari here and jump. Something like this one. That's interesting. That's kind of weird, kind of interesting. All right, I'll close that now. There we go, all closed. I open up the chat again. Yeah, that's a weird one. That's kind of interesting to see here. Huh. All right. So let's see how it actually happened in the game. We extended here. They cut because that's where black was supposed to play. They were supposed to play there. But then there's still Aji on the left side. We still have this as an annoying move and this as an annoying move. We can capture, but we have in-game here. So this is maybe going to be slightly better than the normal variation for white here. Just slightly better. So I think white did technically get away with something here. Because we don't have the same in-game stuff, right? So let's look at the normal variation when they just cut, right? Normal variation here. They cut. We do the Hane. We can Atari here. It depends on what they want to do. But just capture probably is fine. We're going to end up connecting eventually. And then now there's in-game in the corner, right? So black still gets this left side. They get it in a slightly different way, but they still get it. Depends on the ladder, I guess. But yeah, that should be fine anyway. But when white plays away, we still have this in the corner to get some in-game. But in the actual game, what ends up happening is that white got to capture and got to capture here. And so we don't have that in-game anymore. But we got to be a little bit faster as black on the left side. So I feel like this was like a slightly better result for white, and that Ben probably just didn't know the, he may not have known the Joseki. But that's fine, because that's a weird Joseki. I don't even know if I would play that. I might even just play this way as black, honestly, just because I would be like, oh, this is good enough. I think I've seen it like one time before this. So let's see, estimate score. Is it actually even? So I think it should still be pretty even. Yeah, not a huge advantage or anything. This was still fine. Good. I was hoping there wasn't anything bad, but just double checking. Okay. The attach is normal. When it's the large knight move, the attachment here is fine, because if they play from the outside, we have this sort of thing here where it's really open, so it's harder to do anything with this. And we could even, depending on the board, you can play on this side too. But even just going back in here is going to be potentially enough room to live. So because it's easier to live in the corner, after that, we almost always just take the corner. That's what Little Lamb told me. If they attach here, you just take the corner. You don't think about anything else. So just take the corner every time. I'll trust him. So building the top side. Black's building in some way. I kind of wish this one stone was at a slightly different spot, but it's not too bad. And white, I actually think I slightly prefer white overall now. Wow, Little Lamb? Yeah. Little Lamb. Probably haven't looked at his videos in a long time, huh? He's still around, not making videos anymore. When I talked to him last, he was doing stuff for the Chinese Wei Qi Association and making materials for people to become pro and stuff like that. Making Tsumego and all that. Because he was really strong. He was a little stronger, or just as strong, if not a little stronger than Haley. When I was looking at his actual record, he basically taught me to cut when I was 14Q. Yeah, when I was looking at his record at 9Dan, he did just as good. He was actually winning more games than Haley. So I was like, dang, good job. I didn't realize. Yeah, he was beating pros. Yeah, it's sort of like similar to Baduk Doctor, right? But he was a lot more like, I don't know. His game seemed a lot more sloppy than Baduk Doctor, but he was still winning against pros. So it's like, okay. So I think I do like white a little bit more, but I think black's position is also very solid. So yeah, it's still definitely even. Yeah, Little Lamb was the one that first helped me get better at the game, to get start getting really strong at the game. I started to understand the game a lot more after watching a lot of his videos. And then you got to talk to him. Yeah, the top side's very open. Yeah. Yeah, same. Yeah. There was just something about his attitude when he talked about the game that really helped me understand things. He said some things were unacceptable, some things you had to do anyway, sort of like fighting spirit idea. Just kept winning until that one dawn. Nice. Very good. Yeah, so we don't really want to play over here again or do anything like this one because it feels a little slow. And black can be the one to build first. So I do agree with this move, but it is also very true that this top side is very open. Black is pretty solid. It's going to be actually hard to attack this group. Even though it looks like white could maybe try to pressure it, it's actually really easy to live and just run out. Because we don't have to worry about the corner. We're not losing anything, right? We're not losing anything from them attacking. So that feels okay. Peep just for fun. Atari because it makes us more alive. And now we have a really nice shape point out towards the center. Probably going to be able to live pretty easily. And we can, but we have a hard time playing from the center as white. If we just do a basic thing here, we're potentially losing a large amount of points. There's other ways that this could be played out, but just to simplify the position, right? And then if black just wants to live, I mean, just slide here. Atari. Look, we're pretty close to alive already, right? Just capture. Yeah, we're pretty close to alive already. We can definitely make life there pretty easily. So that's why white wants to kick. But I think this is just too easy for black to live here. Oh, push again would be so nice here. Because white is not settled yet. they have to worry about this sort of Aji still. So if I was white here, I may have wanted to build from this direction. Doesn't mean it's good though, but this would be the direction I'd be thinking about as well. But I'm not against this move either. This move seems like to make sense a lot too, right? Because if we build here and they jump here, they're building a lot and they're threatening to come in. So it does feel right to jump from this side. So yeah, I don't know. It's actually kind of an annoying situation. It's not going to be something that loses the game for white, but it's just annoying to deal with. It's like seems real easy to invade, right? Oh, not that. There we go. Hane, because we got to apply a little bit more pressure. Double Hane. Oh, diagonal out. Oh, I guess that does work, yeah. That does work. Huh. So we don't have to worry. Who came up with the titles? If tell me the title is, I'll wait a second here for you. My first blood was taken after midnight. Was that his? Was that Little Lamb's video? Frequently, yeah. He had funny titles, yeah. I think he just liked making stuff up. Kind of a funny person, so it would make sense. Like when you watch his very first videos, you see him like joking around and having fun in the game. And there's one time where he's talking to someone in the background, and he's like not even paying attention to the video. He's just talking to someone else that's in his house while he's recording it. And they're making jokes about how he shouldn't lose to 5 dumb, but he's definitely going to lose this game and all that sort of stuff. And it was funny, yeah. So he was just a funny guy. I just wish the audio was better. then it would have been great. Anyway, yeah, it was good. It was good stuff. Yeah, defending now, just alive at this point. Who got the better result here? White is pretty strong. They can actually attack the black stones now, but I don't know if it's very useful. But black got rid of the points on top, so white should get rid of the points on the side. Then it becomes like an even game again. So my guess is that it's probably similar to where it was before. White is slightly better. Yeah, white's still slightly better. So no real mistakes. Oh, really? That feels wrong. That felt really wrong. Is that really the right idea here? To attack these 3 stones? Yeah, we do have some weakness here at the top as white. There's cutting points everywhere. The group is not alive or settled. Isn't it way better to just go out towards the center? This is like securing your group. Is this bad? Yes, same score. And then we check this one. We'll see the end result here like this. Yeah, white by 0.6 now. Instead of being ahead by 3 points, they're behind. Oh, they're even again, yeah. So this was a mistake. Okay, good. This felt like a mistake. I'm like, what is this? Okay. I've seen this before. Sometimes it is a good idea. Like if these stones were actually white, like if black didn't have the approach on this side, if they push up, you can build your own territory this way often. And this also is a great way to settle really quickly. But in this case, the strength on the outside here is actually not super high. So there's a lot of Aji to worry about. Say I just cut through here. The top side group is not alive yet. And black should be basically alive. And then, so it's cutting into 2 groups that aren't alive yet. And black is basically just secure here. Yeah, Atari here to get rid of any Aji. They don't need to worry about their 3 stones yet because this top group is not alive. Top group can go to live now. And now we can just jump out. I already said that if black gets another follow-up move, like with this shoulder hit here, they're really happy with this group. It's really easy to live with. But now white has another weakness to worry about. Now it's probably not too big of a deal, but these little tiny mistakes are very important for the pro qual stuff, right? Like black's basic mistake in this game was that I mean, there might be other things. Like I'm not going into too deep with reading it all out, right? But black's basic mistake was that he didn't really know this Joseki. And so he just got an even result that was good enough. Like a good enough result from it, but white definitely got a little bit better there. But when it comes to the fighting, that's what's most important. Yep, so we're going to try to really... Oh, we're going to try to really aggressively play here. You could just connect. But this is cool. What does this do? You know what? That actually does work. That's kind of annoying. Oh, that's cool. I like it. I'll have to remember this one. This one's cool. Let's see how it plays in the game, and then we'll look at variations here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so if white attars to the other side, they still can't push and cut because we're killing the stone. If white attars from this side, like in the game, they have to connect down here because otherwise we'll be able to push through and harm the corner, right? So if white does just extend, black can just push again, and they are connected everywhere, and they even made an eye. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that one. So it's not a perfect eye yet, but we got strength in the center already, and then we can fight back and fight back against this peep. That was cool. I learned something, guys. I learned. I was already happy with this formation, and I learned more. That was cool. I don't know if it's a good move or not. Like, I don't know if AI likes it, but I like it. That's all that matters to me. Oh, interesting. I would have thought, like, I guess if we do this one, yeah, we are basically living, but white gets the stronger shape here. This is definitely stronger shape for white. They're very likely to live pretty easily. Very resilient shape, I guess I should say. We want to apply a lot more pressure because we want to actually capture these stones in the center if we can. So pushing here, this is not an eye for white. They're still surrounded. And then they have to go to live, and then they don't live, and they resign. That was a little brutal. That was kind of brutal. Whew. That was brutal. Okay, I think I do like Ben Zero so far. Ben Zero and Lucas are the two I'm looking forward to, I think. Interesting. Okay. So they actually had to not try this peeping thing. Just here. This is also peeping. And then just here. But the only issue that we have right now, right, is that we're probably giving up these stones, right? And if we give up these stones, this is too good for black, I think. Oh, I guess we're attacking these ones still, right? I'm talking about just the giving up aspect, though. Since we're attacking these, it's fine. But just the giving up aspect seems a little bit too much, right? If we're giving those up. Oh, I didn't even give them up. Yeah, there we go. Now it gave it up. There we go. It was being weird when it does that. That's weird. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. So it just depends on if they can attack properly. Because we're going to be coming out here. Is L18 alive, sir? L18 on the top? It should be alive. There's plenty of space, so it should be alive. It's not a guarantee, though, but it should be fine on the top now. Both of the top, all the top groups should be fine. Because there's quite a lot of space. I think I mentioned it before, but you want at least 6 spaces. And as long as we have at least this plus some extra, we should be alive most of the time. But I didn't read it out. We have to have a minimum of this plus a little bit extra. So if white's juggling both groups, it just depends, right? And black can play differently here. They don't have to actually go after the group directly like that. So yeah, that's annoying. That is very annoying. So this was cool though. I learned a new Tetsuji. And this was a cool idea. And then of course surrounding is better. And that just works. And we don't have to worry about any of this. This is all connected. This is all strong. So white's just dead. I feel a little bit bad for Victor. I gotta be honest. Oh, I feel a little bit bad for Victor. I wouldn't want to lose like this in the Pro Qual, basically. So that's why I feel really bad. If I'm going to lose, I want it to be like by 2 points at the end of the game. You know what I mean? Or I resign when I feel like I might be 10 points behind. I don't want to lose a big group like this. Oof, that is painful. That is painful. What does it say? Black by 23. Can we click this? And then click this? Potentially black by 72. I just feel so bad. Oh. Anyway. And I think there was sort of no chance to really change it around except for this first shoulder hit here. I thought maybe they'd just go in directly, but they do have some Aji here. So shoulder hit made sense. But after the push up, you probably should just back off. Even just jump is fine. Because we're making sure our shape is strong in the center. And we're fine if they really do just want to take a couple points here. We just move on with the game. And it's like it's going to be a close game. Going to be difficult, but close game. It says white ahead by 4.2 if they do actually do this, right? So white's just going to be a little bit ahead. But if you're not confident with that, that's difficult for sure. And black doesn't necessarily have to play that. They could play a lot of other moves too. Maybe even just jumping out right away, leaving that open. But I don't know. Just left too much weakness in your shape, got into a bad situation because they went down here, allowing black to get stronger. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. It already feels like black's ahead now because of like pretty decently ahead. Even if white's able to connect up this group, they're not connecting in a way that makes them eyes, right? So they don't really want to connect to that group. They want to just keep running out. So at this point, I already feel like black's ahead a little bit here. It says white by 2.9, but I like black more. So like the big, because like where I look for mistakes here, yes, there could be like a reading error because of this sort of thing, right? They didn't see this move. That's cool. But I don't like to look for that sort of reading error. I think the thing that started the variation is what I want to look at. And the thing that started the variation was going down on the right side. So that feels like the bigger mistake. The thing to reconsider. And then if he still likes it, that's up to them, right? Yeah, that was interesting though. All right. Well, I do like Ben. He's good. EVGH, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I do like a Ben Zero there. We're good here. Oh yeah, we're looking at this. I forgot about that. Forgot about that one. So I think that might be who I'm rooting for here. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I think that might be who I'm rooting for. So the last game that I would want to look at, I think, would probably be the Lucas game. Just to see who I like more compared to Ben Zero. If I like Lucas or Ben more. So let's see. I should do it in a different page, make it easier for myself. So it's a Remy versus Lucas. And then I'll probably end after this one. What is my level of play? A little bit below these guys. I'm 5 Dawn AGA. I might try moving up to 6 Dawn for the next tournament, depending on how I do this weekend when I play. I'm playing a local tournament this weekend. If I can do well, I'll move up to 6 Dawn for Go Congress. This one, again, this is really... I think it's the same player, right? Really popular. He likes this a lot. Not the same game, though, right? Different game. Good. Good. Oh, yeah, Lucan. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah. Anyway. It's the same thing as before. We have to give up this because there is the push and cut here. Nice ladder. We don't want to allow that to happen. So I make the corner too small and black too strong in that corner. So that's the whole point of this here. So we're accepting this fact. You're 7 on Fox? Nice. Yeah, I can play 7 on Fox. I haven't gotten up to 8 Dawn yet. I've tried, but I haven't tried hard enough. But we'll see. We'll see if I can do it one of these days. So he's going for a variation I actually really like. So when you do this attachment, usually what you're doing is you're looking for the stone that you want to attack. So if you want to attack the stone on the top, you attach on this side. And then if we just play a basic Joseki out here, we'll do it this one, because this one's easier to see. If we just do this Joseki, you can see that white ended up getting the top side, right? There's still Aji there, but white got the top side. So if that's what you're wanting, then usually you probably want to Hane on this side to take it this way so we can build our own area. That's possible. But in this case, we have the ladder. So with the ladder, we're very happy to do this one because we're getting this. I'm guessing we have the ladder because they played it, right? Pretty sure, right? Looks good. Yeah, so this would be really nice. We have a really nice formation. And we didn't actually help black build too much. So this looks okay. Have you made it to 8 Dawn before EVGH? Or are you like a solid 7 Dawn? So jumping here. Do I like that? I like how calm this is. It's like a really calm, we're just going to reduce, like the border between Moyo idea. Right, if we do back off here and they play here, this actually feels pretty good for white to build. And it's also trying to reduce black. I think this is still fine. But this is trying to reduce black. So playing here to focus on the reduction first instead of just building is perfectly good. This is the way I like to play a little bit more. I like to work more on reduction first because I think it simplifies the game a little bit. So they reduce, and now we just have to play in a way that is nice here. So we're not going to be building a lot here. We can push this direction, but we're not easily building up this area because of this influence. So you could also play here if you're worried about your group. But this is just to make it harder for white. We already jumped out. If this was before the jump out, we might play a different move. But after jumping out, we already made ourselves strong, so that should be okay. If you do play low, black is able to sort of go over the top pretty easily. Even just this move is already kind of annoying over the top. Excuse me. So playing this one is the way to prevent that from being as annoying. And black doesn't want to play here, right? You already still have some shape here for at least one eye, so that's not very helpful. So over the top is still the normal move, but this means that if white wants to, they could do this one to get a very solid base. Normally you want to prevent the center from being easily surrounded, but we always have this now as a way out. So attaching first and going that way. Is that okay? Is that too much or is that okay? We do have Aji as black. I don't really want to back off, though. If we just back off like this, this feels too submissive. And white got something already. So if we're going to back off, I'd rather push over here in some way. But I think we just have to push through, because I think this is too much. Yeah, they're backing off here. A little bit too much, and now we can go back and defend. So we broke their shape a little bit. This feels good for black overall. If we did just play the normal move, we do have this to worry about as white. So I think I can understand why they didn't want to do that. Even though we can live very easily still, this is an annoying poke. So white extended so they could play here instead. Because these two stones aren't important, but they are helping the group a little bit. But there is still some Aji with maybe cutting off the 3 stones, or at least being very annoying over here. I don't think we can do anything right now, though. Maybe too much right now, but something to worry about in the future. So white just follows up and takes the corner. I think white is very solid on the left side. They probably should be fine overall. I think as black, I kind of want to play like over here, where we're just reducing this and making our group strong. But that might be too much, might be too far. The other option, of course, going over here and also going back to the top side would be fine too. Maybe we could even attack here if we wanted to. There's still that possibility. So I don't know what one I like the most. Lucas didn't play any of those, though. He may have played a different one, but jump to pressure this one. Okay. Vital point here. I said those stones aren't really that important, and I don't really want to protect them, right? Because we turn here. This doesn't feel good. Right? We don't want that, and we don't want this. So we can't really protect them. So it's a nice vital point. So white should just ignore. And black is actually building nicely towards the center. All right, cool. Yeah, because these couple of points on the left side aren't really that important right now. As long as these 2 stones can't be killed, then this feels nice for black. So white settles. Black fixes their shape a little bit. And moves on. I think that was definitely a good exchange for black there. That was a good exchange. So who do I think ended up in the better position overall? I think the 2 corners, the opposing corners here are probably equal, because there's still Aji in this corner here. White just captured a ladder stone at Q13 instead of doing the floating. Yeah. This is the normal Joseki, though. Yeah. It's the normal Joseki. The reason why you capture this one is, right, you don't want to let them get this Atari underneath. This is too good for black. So it's better to capture here. Yeah, this is actually really nice shape here. Weird result. This is a common Joseki. But yeah, you have to remember that this is so like first of all, white does have this in the corner where they can go back and live with a tripod shape. Yeah. Depending on the Aji on the outside. Because there's always a possibility that if black does something on this side, maybe white's able to push through depending on what stones are there. So there's still quite a lot of Aji, yeah. So with this cut here, it makes it so that black doesn't actually get that much yet. Or at least there's something they always have to worry about. And so white's shape is only bad because of one extra move. And so yeah, we both have something to worry about here is, in both sides, yeah. How you doing, Bug Kitten? It's been a while. Anyway. So they did not play that. I'm like, wait a minute, they didn't do that's too early. Yeah, so black is reducing. Yeah, so that's what I was going to check. Who do I actually like more on this board, though? I feel like this group is pretty solid. It has some stuff to worry about. The top side is pretty open. You've been closely watching your games with Ben. All right, all right. Well, the last game was fine. I was getting ahead, then I made a stupid mistake. I like to blame myself. That's all I got. But yeah. The game before that was fine. And then I won a couple games before that. So I need to get back in and start winning some more. But yeah, let's see here. White does have oh yeah, so this is about the same as this because of the Aji. This area is probably still going to be points even though they're going to be poking in there next. But it's probably equal to this. So I think the influence and the potential is slightly better for black. So I think I like black more. Also, you die on the left. Yeah. That's a separate issue. Okay, that's a separate issue. Yeah, I think I like black more. And it is true that white has some potential issues here on the left side too. So I think I do actually like black a little bit more. Let's see what the AI thinks here. Estimate score. Even game. Even game. So just personal preference at this point. It's a 0.8 game. So personal preference. Okay, that's fine. So peeping in the corner. This makes sense. The only thing I'm worried about here is if this matters for their life and death. I think probably not. It's probably fine. But I think just connect is usually okay here. Then Hane. Okay, good. Yeah. This exchange before Haneing here so they can get that later. They can potentially get something on the top later. Okay. So go back to live or settle. There we go. Yep, settled here. And then black out to follow up on the other side. Was that a good way to live? And they are alive. Right? They're alive. Black is not worried about his stones over here right now, right? We're not going to worry about this. We're not going to care about those stones right now. This follow-up's much bigger. So, I guess that's fine, but since there is this nice capture later with just nice points, I think this is fine overall. Good enough way to live. And then now using the Aji in the corner to go back and live in the upper left. So black fixes the Aji over here. They're sort of treating that as Mia, I'm guessing. Right? I'm guessing if white captured this one, we might fix the Aji on this side. Hello, Shmouthi. That's a great name. Hello. This is probably the last game I'm looking at today. Just letting you know. So I don't know if anyone else is streaming right now, but I'll probably be done here in a little bit. Because I need to go get some food. But just looking through Lucas versus Remy. the European Pro Qual. So far, I am liking bin 0 the most. Feels kind of scrambly for white. Yeah. Like I'm more comfortable as black here, basically. Yeah. White sort of everywhere. Yeah. So I just want to see who I like more, Lucas or bin 0. Peep and capture just to get rid of that Aji, make sure there's nothing there. I feel like if you have to do this, this feels good for black. If you have to do this. That's nice points, though. It is nice points. So, as I said, it just feels nice for black if you have to. Because black is the first follow-up move on the next part of the board. And they're going to be annoying this group now. And white's Tanuki. Okay. Okay. I like how simple black is playing, though. But Benjamin also played pretty simple. They did a very slightly. It feels like they slightly applied a little bit more pressure. Like maybe their reading felt significantly stronger than their opponents. Where I haven't felt that from Lucas yet, but Lucas has been playing mostly simplified, easy to understand sort of moves so far, from what I've seen. I don't know if I saw the game on the first day. I think I saw Remy the first day. Maybe, I don't remember. It's been a long time. I gotta look. It's only been 2 days, but it's been a long time, okay? Ugh. Now they're going to try to use this Aji here. See what they're going to get in the corner. And Lucas is saying you can live there if you want to. Because the outside is more important right now. So they don't want to live. They want to get eye shape instead. That makes sense to me. But you can see now they're using this Aji in the corner. You can see how white is able to get something from that. They're going to be able to make shape. They're going to be able to get something in general. So this feels pretty good for white here locally. But who do I like still? I think actually black ended up just making points here. This point sort of appeared out of nowhere. And this group is probably still pretty strong. Strong enough. And it's black's move. So did anyone really make a big mistake here? I think Remy and Lucas have played a lot. If I remember right, they've played a lot. I don't know what the record is, though. Let's see. Again, I like black. White has a hard time saving these 2 stones. And black ended up just making points here. The top side's not points for white yet. Black could still push here and capture. White did manage to survive pretty easily. So it depends on how weak this area is for black. White still has a lot of points, though. So it's probably fine still. Yeah, it's still fine, So no big mistakes from either side yet. Ooh, attach here. We're trying to separate, make this group a little bit weaker. And yeah, just the Hana and Connect already helps this have close to 2 eyes. It's not a living group, though. Something you might notice if we Tanuki here. Let's just outline the shape here. This is, if we just play this, you can see there's at least 6 points here. That's not going to be enough to live. You need minimum this plus a little bit extra. And this is a little bit extra, but it might not be enough because they don't have to play this way, right? They're not going to play in this way. They might be able to reduce it more, for example. And if this is the case, you need more than just 6 in a row to live on the second line here. So depending on how that works, you do have to be careful about that group. So we probably do want to be connecting in some way to make sure that we can't ever really be attacked here. But he does play on the bottom first. So it depends on if white is able to actually be severe against this group. But it might be hard because they can still connect up a little bit. However, white is solid everywhere now. White is pretty solid everywhere now. So white can be as aggressive as they want. So they did a good job of sort of manipulating the game to make it a little bit easier for themselves. So attaching here, we're probably wanting to get extra strength. so that we can then come back and surround this group in some way. So black is trying to get a little bit extra here, some in-game stuff. So they're assuming that they're fine. Basically, they're going to assume they're fine here until further notice. Yeah, all end game right now. Okay. Yeah, Lucas went straight into end game. Because there is some Aji to worry about, but I think his group is strong enough. That's why he did this Hane here, I believe. The Hane here and Atari here, it's because when we Tanuki, this is no longer a problem because we have this protection here. We're very likely just alive now, so it seems good. Yeah, push Hane and reduce the center. We just make sure we're playing in a strong way. These stones are likely just dead, and we don't have any of our groups to worry about. We did lose some of that center potential, though. But we gained a jump in the corner, captured these 2 stones. So in exchange for a couple points in the center, we got a lot of points in 2 other areas. That's usually good. Yeah, so it just depends on if there is a way to really kill this group, but I think this group should be alive. As I said, white needed to be able to reduce this way. So if they have another stone here, maybe they can do that. And then white also needed to, at minimum, like, try to really reduce them to make it a shape like this. So if black can get a little bit more shape, a little bit more width here, then they're fine. They should be fine. That's why he just responds here. This should be just a little bit extra enough to be alive for sure. Forcing move, maybe making a couple points here in the middle. But still focused on really nice end game. That's actually really nice, yeah. Threatening to capture the 1 stone. They have to save it. Threatening to capture 2 stones again. Connected up, so they didn't make any of these points here. And the group needs to make sure they're alive. So, living move here. And fixing their shape in the center now. Yeah, white should just barely be alive. So they should be fine. But there is a lot to worry about. And black ends up capturing a couple stones. So now black is for sure ahead. Definitely ahead now. Yeah, definitely ahead now. Over 5 points, or 5 points or more. So the mistake here, probably this center area was not too important. This exchange is probably fine. But we probably do want to, for example, still pressure this group a little bit. Or even go back to over here to make sure there's nothing that we have to worry about over here. It's hard to say how big those are, though. We need Ben Kyo come in. You can tell me about in-game. We'll do that. Anyway, yeah, this just seemed, this was too nice, and you have to do this one because we can't let black capture some stones in the center. Is that one necessary for sure? Like, how much are we capturing if we don't? Maybe it's not as big as it looks. Maybe it's not as big as it looks. Like, let's check right here before we move on. Let's check right here. Yeah, white by 0.6. Is this the mistake here? Yeah, this was the mistake here. Okay. Oh. Game is all messing up. There we go. That was the mistake, though. The center move was the mistake here. It was not important to save these yet. We needed to maintain our connection first. Maintain our eye shape and connection first. They probably thought they were fine there, so they didn't want to give this away. Because what is black going to do after they've... We'll do this one. We'll say this is alive. If we just attach here, This doesn't quite work, but they do get to break into the top. Maybe that's good enough. They're still potentially cutting there. Just make it simple. They could maybe even just peep instead. Just capture a couple stones here. That might be good enough. I don't know. But that doesn't feel right. So it has to be this first cutting here. Because this is hurting the top side. I guess this group is not quite alive to... So we have to give up more. We probably can't fight that. We may just have to give it up. But then maybe this is too much for black. But no, it still says even, basically. Yeah. Okay. So it is the fact that we just have to give that up because our top group is... Okay. We have too many groups to worry about. And just end game from now on. Looks like I don't know if anything else happened here. We'll see. Oh yeah. They went back and defended. They weren't worried about it before. If it was actually dead, I think white could have played now, right? If it's actually dead, white could probably play now. We can probably do this one, right? And be fine. So I'd want to peep here. So we do live. We do get reduced by a lot. So get rid of all the Aji after they defend. Because I guess it's big enough now. It's big enough now. All right. Worth enough points now. That's funny. All right, there's a cool squeeze in center. This is why they weren't worried about giving up their stones. Their 3 stones here. This cool squeeze. Because they cannot connect. That's cool. I like that. That was just an exchange, though. 3 stones for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stones. But white also gets a couple extra points in other places, too. So probably not too far off. I think Ben 0 seemed a little bit stronger, potentially. But I can't say for sure. I think they seemed a little bit stronger. From the 2 games I've looked at. I looked at two Lucas games and 2 Ben 0 games. And I feel like Ben 0 might be stronger. But I think Lucas is maybe a bit more stable. Stable as in like a solid, very solid player. So it'll be interesting to see them play. It will be interesting to see them play. I don't know when they're playing. Maybe it'll tell me. Over here somewhere. Do they have any more pairing stuff? Maybe this is pairing stuff. I don't know. It'd be nice if they just had names. Okay, maybe we can actually click on... No, we can't click on anybody. We can see it, but we can't click on anybody. Zevalod is the other person people want to win because he's like 16 or 17 or something like that. And Ash Vasquez did a cool game, but ended up not being enough the next time because they did get behind in their first game, even though they won and they found some cool stuff. They still did get behind first off, so their reading was better, but the rest of the game was not better. And then they did end up losing 2 games after that, so it makes sense. It wasn't just a bad game for them. Still streaming? What a pro. I'm done. Don't worry. I'm done. Now that you're back, I gotta leave. Hey, Frenchie, thanks for coming in, but it's time to go. It actually is. It actually is time to go. We finished looking at the game. So, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, I think I like Ben 0 more. I think I do like him more. But I need more games to look at before I know for sure. But they'll play again tomorrow. All right, they're playing 2 more games tomorrow. Or in a couple hours. Who knows? Yeah, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Yeah, all every day, right? They're playing more. Well, I'm excited to see how it goes. So let's see who's streaming. If anyone else streaming right now, Bats is playing Sid Meier's Civilization. I'm not going there. Blood and Tears until we reach Showdown. So Got's Chili. Yeah, we can probably raid Got's Chili. I know they're a real person, right? They're not even an AI. That seems good. That seems legit. Seems legit. Anyway, I'm back in tomorrow. We'll look at more of the games. I am trying to prepare for my own little tournament, but it's not a big deal. My tournament isn't, at least. So we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, we would have rated Bats if we played Go. Yeah, for sure. We would have definitely done that. Yeah. Let's go to Gotcha Chili now. As a virtual assistant. We'll see what happens here. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun, and have fun with the Gotch Chili. He's trying to get to 1 done. See if he can make it.